Back.
Hello,
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
and welcome, one and all, to session 11, I guess,
Yes.
of our fancy little D&D campaign slash adventure slash small thing. I am Leon, the Dungeon Master, also known as Ultrasoft, but the L is a 1, so you Ultrasoft. I'm running this game for these lovely people here at twitch.tv slash pick up the voxophone. We got CPL Wonk. Shit, I started in the wrong spot. In the bottom right. In the top right, however, we got Spiced Extra Salty. In the bottom left, we got My
Hello.
Dearest Divine. Top left, we got this person who is here all the time for some reason.
Yay.
Uh,
There she is.
does anybody need any announcements or anything like that before we go underway?
No.
Follow the RS Divine on
It's not.
No, not yet.
Yeah, but fuck all the other ones. Only this particular one needs to be promoted.
Follow all of them.
So before we get started, why don't we roll hit points? I feel like we should do that before I forget, as I
Okay.
want to do.
How did we do that?
Great.
A D10 plus your cons. Oh no,
Okay.
your
No,
hit dice. Mine. I'm being selfish.
For monk, it's D8.
For
fuck's sake.
No,
Wait,
One?
plus something.
I got one.
I got 5.
Oh, you can reroll ones. It's okay.
There
Oh,
you go.
okay. Oof.
He's gonna get an 8. I can tell.
Come
I
on,
can
girl.
smell
Come
It's a
on,
it.
girl.
5.
Okay.
Yes.
Elias only getting
Is
three
that-
2s and 3s.
Does that include the Constitution?
32.
You add your Constitution modifier to your die.
Oh, then it's +1.
54. I'm at 54.
33.
Yeah, for my health, I haven't rolled higher than a 3.
Mm, I think
You
the
are pretty
average for
small.
6s is 4s too, so that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, Pikachu mug.
My thing is unfocused.
Pikachu.
Focus on my face camera.
Yep. It's just
Okay, it's
Look.
fixed.
what 21.
21.
21, bitch. Hey, yo.
I don't get it. I have
Okay.
22, 33, 44,
Okay.
24.
Anyway.
Let's see. What
21, bitch.
21. 21. Okay, go. Go.
Okay. All right. So, shall we? Has everybody got their HPs figured out, guys?
Absolutely.
Are we done with the maymays? Oh, we're typing it out though.
What? Oh, read it. Read the thing.
So, last we left off, everybody,
Mhm.
the party had narrowly escaped death once more, Dimble alone standing victorious amongst the charred corpses of the corpse of Glassstaff and his bugbear mercenaries, as Serena, Jay, and Chariot lay unconscious on the all too familiar barracks floor. After stabilizing their wounds, Dimble found a letter addressed to Glassstaff in a nearby desk that proved the innocence of his former mentor, Feldir Moonbright. Resolving to make their way back to Neverwinter and somehow use this information to free Feldir from his imprisonment, the heroes of Phandelver return to their new home, where they are met with a warm welcome in the shape of their own house on top of the ruins of the former Tresendar Manor, as well as luxurious gifts from Halia Thornton, the village's new mayor. Halia also informs them that her contacts are in the process of helping Felder Moonbright. And upon Dimble showing her the letter proving Felder's innocence, she instructs him to deliver it to her contact in Neverwinter, who goes by the name of Shadow. Upon staying their first night in their new abode, our heroes bonded over everything that they'd been through so far and shared aspects of their past still unresolved. Chariot told of her past with past with the Littlewood Orphanage in Neverwinter, where she lost her beloved foster son Idsi. And Serena revealed that Halia is a member of the Zentarum and that she herself had joined their ranks. The party that's decided that while in Neverwinter to deliver the letter, they'll look into the orphanage as well as pay Jay's parents a visit. So, your time in Phandelver is slowly coming to a close as you all are getting ready to head towards Neverwinter. Is there anything you'd like to do before you set off?
Should we say goodbye to Gundren?
We should probably check up on him. We should also
Hmm.
figure out what we do with Droop before.
I thought he was coming along.
Were we still going to split?
Yeah, but only once we are in the town.
Okay.
It's quite a way till we are in Neverwinter.
Yeah.
Let's not split before we're there.
Okay, well.
Just to not die on the way.
I will attempt to bring Droop with me, so we can say hi to Gundren.
Okay.
Or like bye to Gundren, no? Hi, bye. Where is Gundren?
I
In
assume
the
he's in the
tavern?
inn.
In the
We'll go
Stonehill
look
Inn,
for him in
probably.
there. We go.
S-
Check. Da-da-da-da.
Head
We go
over
to
to
the
the
inn.
Stonehill Inn, the four of
Dapty-dapty.
you,
Mhm.
to pay a visit to Gundren before you leave. In the early morning, in the sleepy town, there are very few patrons in the tavern, and you do not see Gundren. Perhaps he is still in his room, potentially asleep.
Mm.
Is Toblin here?
Toblin is absolutely behind the bar, fresh and early, doing his thing.
Maybe we should leave Gundren a message. But
Yeah.
we shouldn't wake him. I think he can use his sleep. Probably didn't sleep very well last night. And, yeah.
Would have been a rough few days.
We could write a letter and we can all sign it and leave it there for him.
We could also do that.
Yeah, could do that.
Who shall write the letter and what shall we write?
Serena, you want to write the letter?
Okay. Serena takes a very nice feathered pen,
A quill.
a quill, and some parchment paper and starts writing away.
We'll just we'll just say that we the most focused.
It was
we'll
good.
say-
We don't say what we wrote, but it was good.
It was great.
Gotcha. Great. You leave a very great letter for
Cool.
Gundren
Gundren
behind.
would have been
Boy.
happy.
We'll just tell it, and we'll just tell him where we're going, and I guess we don't expect exactly when we're gonna be back. I'm not sure. We don't have any idea, do we?
We don't have any idea.
We can also let him know in the letter that if possible, we will send updates to the Stonehill Inn via letters. Maybe even the
Sure.
familiars could fly some letters.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
And signed.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. And we're good to go.
If you don't mind me asking, real quick, out of character, what is the purpose of the constant updates? Was there something that you were expecting him to do in return, or?
No, just so they know what we're doing because we're all close.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's role playing. What do you mean?
Don't watch that here, Leon.
What? Why would we not tell the people from the Stonehill Inn what we're doing? All of them love us. They threw parties for us. We have a house.
So, okay,
there.
wait. So are they leaving a letter for Gundren or everybody at the Stonehill Inn?
Well,
let's
well,
just leave it
well,
for
we-
Gundren.
That
Oh,
letter
well.
is for Gundren, but the updates will be sent to Stonehill Inn for anyone to read it and tell everybody.
We'll just write to whoever we need to. It's
Wait,
fine.
what?
Stonehill Inn is one fucking address. Anyone can
There's
goes there, takes the letter, tells people, by the way, those fuckers are in Everwinter now.
Should
And
we
you
share
want
that?
there to be constant updates with regards to what your doings are in Neverwinter, whether or not you found the people that you were attempting to associate with, whether or not you've managed to do anything
le-
with regards to the legal
We're
process of
fine.
Feldir. Is this
We're
what
Yeah,
letting
we'll
what?
them
share
know
that.
if we did anything bad or whatever the fuck. Like, if we
We'll
got there
know in the moment.
safely, if we're coming back, how long it's taking us until we're coming back.
We'll be fine. We'll
We'll be fine, whatever.
let's go.
Why are we
Yeah, we're
taking
giving
so
them
long with this?
updates
I don't.
on.
Okay, I guess I'm not telling anybody what the
No,
fuck I'm
no,
doing.
no, we can give them updates on where we're going, but we're not
Yeah.
telling them
No,
anything
we
about
don't need
what
to
we're
Okay,
tell
doing
them
in Neverwinter.
everything. We're
This
just
is
telling them we're
we're spend-
fine.
We're spending too long on this.
Yeah, I
think
don't
it's hilarious.
understand what was the wrong thing with it.
So there's nothing necessarily wrong. I'm surprised at what you said, and I'm asking for clarification because that's important because I need to know that, right? So who is it that you're updating, and what are you giving the updates of?
I'm just sending it
Oh, no.
straight to Stonehill Inn. Whoever grabs it at Stonehill Inn will read it and tell whoever they want.
Else? Anyone?
Maybe we should address it to Gundren
Okay.
specifically.
To Gundren or Tolblurn. Tolblurn, whatever the fuck his name was.
Elsa? Who knows?
Mhm.
Let's go to Neverwinter.
All right, we'll say that you guys can think about it later, and then maybe retrofit that onto whatever the hell it is you guys are attempting to do here. And before you leave, unless there's anything else that you guys wanted to do, there is still the matter of Dimple shaking his head. Dimple has nothing else to do in the town. Gotcha. Okay. Dimple leaves the town. Gotcha.
I'm off.
There was
No,
nothing that
no.
you were still waiting for that you still needed to do before you left.
Wait, there was something, but I was wondering. I
Girl
wasn't
related.
sure. I wondered. I did go to Holia. No, not Holia. The other one.
Lunine.
Sister
Garel.
Garel. No, Sister Garel.
Oh, Sister Corral.
I got my
Okay.
ring back, right?
No,
I
you
mean,
didn't.
yeah,
I
he
did.
did.
I
He
had it
did.
on my thumb.
He did.
Okay,
Yeah.
well
on his-
now you do. Okay, great.
I already had it. That I'm sure of because I
Yeah.
put it on my thumb. I remember.
All right, fair enough. I guess I just remembered from watching the video like a few hours ago.
Lady Garel was gonna. I don't know if she was still gonna tell me anything about Itzy, or if that was gonna be for after.
No, not. Wait,
If she found out anything.
you asked her a different question, which you wouldn't necessarily get the answer of yet. She gave you a little bit more than 2 or 3 days, but I don't remember you asking about Itzy.
I did ask about the son of.
He gave
Cherry.
her his
Oh
name
no, yeah,
and-
that's right. You did, yeah. It would take it would
More
yeah,
than 3 days, probably. Yeah.
more than the amount of time. Well, it was also towards the end of your stay in Phandelver.
Yeah.
So it's been almost no time at all.
So no, then I am ready. I
Okay.
have my ring on my
Great.
right thumb.
So you head out northbound. Wow.
Yeah.
As you leave, marching through the hills northbound. Wait, let me. Off the beaten path of Phandalin before too long, after a few hours, you make it onto the Tribor Trail. So we haven't done this yet, but you can do what's called a forced march, where you guys can try to make it a little bit faster if you guys feel like you're in a little bit of a rush. If not, you can just take your time. You'll be traveling 8 hours a day at your standard 24 miles a day. If you force march, you can make it go a little bit faster and probably shave off potentially a half day's travel.
And what are the negative impacts of?
You potentially suffer exhaustion each time, which you can regain on a subsequent rest. 70
I look
miles
at
would
the
take you
party.
about. I can't math.
Mahath.
4, 48, 70. Yeah, it's about 3 days travel.
So
Which
two
you
and
can
a half
probably
or
make it
three.
there in like halfway through your third day if you fourth march it, as opposed
Uh,
to getting there on your fourth day.
what do you think, Jay?
It's, I mean, it could be worth a shot, but at the same time, if one of us sprains an ankle or something, we're stuck for a little
Yeah.
while.
I think we should probably take the extra half day just to be sure.
Mhm.
We are in somewhat of a rush, not the extremist of rushes. So we'll take the extra half day.
Okay. Yeah. Can I get a marching order, please?
Jay in front.
I'll be in front. I'll be
Second.
ahead and leading.
I'll be at the back.
I will be around chariot, so that sometimes I can hop on and look through my bird's eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jay and then
Serena.
Jay, Serena, Chariot.
Me, not
Dimble
Dimble.
chariot.
Fuck.
Dimble chariot. Or Dimble and chariot.
Okay, got yeah, that's fair. The whole way.
Well,
No,
because
no,
he's in
just
front of me.
sporadically.
I'll be at the back.
Okay, fair enough.
Gotcha. Ooh.
Yeah. So
Doo-doo.
uh, the as you walk along the trail, the first thing. Well, actually, uh, so who would be doing this? I guess Jay, because she's leading. I forget how perception checks work in a group. But go ahead and roll a perception check, Jay, and I guess one other person. Let's say Dimble, because he's on the lookout.
Yeah, I've got my.
That's a
Well,
19.
Nice.
I'm going to assume that that's actually better than me, but I still need a roll. But I think
The hawk would
yeah,
be better.
perception is advantage. So slash RD20. 18.
Hey.
So he's still got higher.
Yeah. So there's not as long because you're staying on the path. It's not particularly difficult in terms of what's it called, route. You know where you're going, but just being vigilant and making sure, because the last time you came along this area, it was a little bit more dangerous. What you very quickly notice after the end of your first day is that the Tribor Trail is relatively more traveled. You see like a distinctly higher frequency of people that you pass, as well as people going in the opposite direction of you. It seems more well traveled insofar as like you notice that the beaten path has more tracks on it than it once did. It seems as though, due to your antics, the Kragmaw tribe that was passing the area before is on a downturn in terms of activity, so people feel relatively more safe in the area. And after your first day of travel, you hit the high road. Um,
Wow. Do you see the ocean?
it's probably high enough that you can look out and see it. Yeah,
Cool.
it's quite far away, but you can probably see it on the horizon. Um, After a night's rest on the side of the road, you guys continue on northbound on the high road. Um,
Oh.
the probably single most important road in the Sword Coast. And your second day as well passes uneventfully as you take your rest on the halfway up from basically halfway from where you were to Neverwinter. You find yourself now taking as you finish up clearing out your camp, continuing on your final day. Um, And by the way, I'm assuming just for every day the marching order is the same. Everything's
Yeah.
the same.
Mhm.
Have you guys been? So this will be 2 days. Because we're not in the forest. I forget, Jay. Do you have the ability to? No.
I
So you
don't
guys
have
are gonna be
favorite terrain. Yeah.
yeah. So you guys are gonna be taking one ration each per day. Go
Oh,
ahead
but
and
I can't forage.
oh, that was my question. Can you
I
forage?
have a feature though for that. Let me
I
double check.
forget whether or not you had to be in your favorite terrain or not. That's why I was asking.
It's not in the favorite terrain, but it is part of my Wanderer background feature. I can provide food as long as there's food to be had around me, like in the wild.
Then don't even worry about it.
Nice.
Jay provides.
Yay.
The
Um,
eternal food source, Che.
yeah, as long as there's wilderness about.
Ultimate food.
Mhm.
Infinite food glitch.
Delicious what? Delicious berries, potential game that could
Mhm.
be fried in said berries to make a nice, slightly sweet jus.
Mm.
Um, depending on what I mean, one of you is probably gonna have a mess kit, so you can do some kind of creative stuff if you're good enough. So you eat relatively okay with Jay in the party, fortunately.
Yay.
Um, and as the sun starts to set, as you begin to approach Neverwinter proper, you would have seen the, for the most part, intact walls on the southern side of it on the horizon for an hour or two now. But at this point, you can probably as well, excuse me, see the Neverwinter River in the distance flowing down out from the Neverwinter woods. Um, I'm going to ask once again for those 2 perception checks from the same people.
Yeah, man.
13.
11.
You don't add anything to the hawk thing?
Don't think I do.
Sure.
No, I'm not sure.
Be sure.
I'm checking. Wait. It's perception is what? It's wisdom.
Wisdom.
Oh wait, it's 15 then. I add 2. Yeah, 15.
If 1-5,
1 5.
cool.
50.
Um, you spot, um, well, I'm assuming like this is more of like a bird's eye thing, right? Or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
Okay, then you know what? Never mind.
What?
It's all good.
I spy with my little eye. Nothing actually, sorry.
Nope. But yeah, so as you get closer, there are sort of like before you get to the wall proper, the city already effectively begins, where it
Mhm.
begins with sort of slums. Um, well, at this time, yeah, yeah, particularly the southeast would be full of relatively poor sort of like partial settlements, suburbs of the greater whole. Um,
I'll look over at Jay and I'll say, how far are we from your parents at this point?
A few hours.
Are they on the other side of the river?
They're let me look at the map.
You can scroll the map with right click? Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Holy
it
shit.
is very nice. Yeah, that's true.
Um I mean, what did we agree on?
Wasn't it around here?
No, it was closer to Neverwinter.
Oh.
How many hours would that be though?
Oh, I mean, it would be maybe an hour, probably
Oh,
less.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
still part of like Neverwinter. Well, uh, yeah, Neverwinter's territory is pretty big, but you know, um, sorry. So there's the forest that's relatively close to Neverwinter and extends out.
Mhm.
That would be about half an hour away from the city walls, basically. But then
That's
your
what we
house is all
agreed on, right?
yes, but then the houses also would be further into the forest, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So that would probably be like an hour or two.
Yeah, a few hours.
They're not like
I,
between us and the city then.
You're coming in from the south side.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta put the little orb. Wait.
Orb. Orbs. Orb. The little ball. Whee.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Where did this boy go?
He fucking
Oh, no.
ran.
Fucking...
He said 1 sec and fucked off.
Oh, I missed that.
I'm sorry.
Right. Oh, welcome back, friendo.
I had to grab something to eat because I'm actually still so hungry. So
Yeah, fair enough, friendo. No deaths today? Oh, wait, don't answer that. So, okay. As you guys approach, getting closer and closer to the city center and like the walls where there's a gate, about maybe 15 to 20 minutes walk away as you were walking through the sort of relatively less well-to-do neighborhood. Um, a fairly well-dressed lady in sort of like a sundress and a yellow parasol, um, sort of like white gloves and heels, saunters up to you.
Mm-hmm.
You can see not too far away a sort of like a stand with a handful of flowers. And she walks up to, I suppose, Jay, because you're in the front, and she
Mhm.
hands you a batch of about 5 or 6 daisies. And she says, greetings. Uh, I can see that you're travelers from far off, adventurers, I assume. Um, if I may ask, would you perhaps be interested in a bouquet? Is there perhaps a visit that you're going to be making for a special someone?
No, I don't think so. We're just looking to pass through.
She
And I'll
sort
hand
of
the bouquet back to her.
the when she gestured when she offered to buy for you to buy a bouquet, she was gesturing to the flowers. That was a free handout.
Oh,
But you
oh,
could also
okay.
give them back if
So
you want.
awkward.
My bad, was not made clear by me. But
No,
as
I think Jay wouldn't have assumed.
fair, but as you sort of like decline her offer, she sort of like gets a bit of a little bit of a pouty face. Roll an insight check.
Okay.
Mm.
That is a. I can't see it actually. A
10.
10.
It's a 10. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Maybe at some point later.
Uh, can Serena approach and take one little flower and say, "They are pretty though. Can I keep this one?"
She sort of smiles, narrows her eyes at you for a moment, grabs the flower from your hand, and puts it in your hair. Of course you can, darling.
I
I must say, I quite enjoy how your hair frames your face.
thank you. I make with my water powers just very small droplets of water to make sure I water some of her plants, just with a quick hand gesture.
She sort of smiles at that mildly. That's so sweet. But we should probably leave those there. Would you come with me? She suddenly gets like way more serious and turns towards Dimble. You shouldn't be out and about, should you?
Oh,
correct. Who are you?
My name's Abby, but we'll deal with that later, all right? And she sort
oh,
of like tries to pull you away from the streets.
Let's go, guys.
we're going.
Yeah, and this person immediately sort of like picks up more of a pace and drops her sort of like prissy posture, and sort of brings you through the back alleys at a somewhat upbeat pace. For this takes like 10 minutes, and unless you say anything, it remains relatively silent, which is quite awkward. But eventually, you make your way to sort of a back door to a tavern, in which she lets you in. And there's sort of a staircase that leads down into what looks like the basement of said tavern, where there seems to just be another tavern filled with um, well, what you would have expected to see, given the location, would have been relatively seedy, sort of like bald, scarred, muscular men. But it's actually pretty nice. The You see very fine cut wooden tables, fine candle lit, sort of interior with sort of like red velvets everywhere, um, and relatively well dressed individuals. Although you do get the sense that the majority of them are probably going to be either some sort of a mercenary, or maybe like a mage or a cleric, or some sort of like arcane inclined individual. Um,
Do I see any harps?
Harps. You do not see any harps.
But we're inside now, yes?
Yes, you are. And so Abby will just literally just bring you to a nearby booth, like almost the first one at the front door, and just sort of like sit you guys all down if you
S-
accept
Serena
to
sits
get set.
down, leg on top of leg, and a bit like fancy, and she looks towards the woman and says, "Why have you brought us here? And what do you really know about us?"
Um, well, first of all, it's a pleasure to meet you, Serena. Um, Fuck, what's her name? Halia sent word that you'd be coming, and
Oh,
of the information regarding your friend, our mutual acquaintance, Lord Moonbright.
Yes.
And so, of course, obviously, because of the fact that the circumstances surrounding your disappearance from Neverwinter left the guards on high alert. And so we thought it best to keep you out of the public eye, at least until this situation is resolved.
I see.
And how is the situation looking right now? Have you made any progress at
To be honest, yes, um, quite a bit. But I was told that you had a letter proving essentially his innocence. So now I'm just I'm just here to make sure that you get into the right place, right? From here on, my job's done. Um,
Because yeah, we were told to speak to someone called Shadow.
of course,
It goes by the name of Shadow. Yes.
absolutely. So you can stay right here, and
Hmm.
I will attempt to contact Shadow for you. Or if you want, you can wager your luck or send someone else.
How do you know Halia?
Let's say we we share a bond that's stronger than blood.
Mm.
Because don't get me wrong, but I find it not easy to trust the
Fair
first
enough. You
person
can
who
leave
you
if you
see.
want. But let me just put it this way: you know that you're wanted. This isn't news to you, and I'm providing you with the opportunity to be safe from the authorities. You can use that or not. Either way, I've brought you here now. If you want, I can bring Shadow to you. If not, then I'll be on my way.
How
Come to
long
think
do
of
you
it,
think
I
it
will
would?
be either way.
How long would that take you?
Depends on Shadow's schedule. Unfortunately, she's quite a busy lady.
Hmm. And
I
we,
Now,
guess we
unless there's
can.
anything else, you're welcome to stay. Your room's booked.
What is this place?
It's exactly what you think.
An inn?
Sure. And she walks off.
A hideout. Oh.
Well, that was certainly something.
Well, we don't know how long she'll be gone, but she's the only help that we've got right now. I guess Halia did do what she promised. Um, what do we do while we wait here? I don't know if Jay and Chariot, you two could possibly go and look for the. I forgot the name of the thing
Orphanage.
for the orphanage. Wow, my English gave up on me. And then Serena and I could probably wait around here, see if Shadow does come over. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Go check it out.
Would I know how far away the orphanage is in terms of where we are right now?
The orphanage was in the same slums area that you would have come from. It would have been about 20 minutes off.
Okay.
well, in any case, I know I will be enjoying the decor and relaxing while you're away. And I'll have Serena spread her hands like that for a hug and say, ladies, farewell.
Oh God.
It's like she's in a hotel,
I
ready
like
for
it.
the spa. Do I see, because we're in kind of a tavern area right now, right?
Essentially, it essentially literally just looks like a tavern with a bar.
Are there any of the people here playing card games by any chance?
Nope.
Okay, then I'll just read a bit in one of my books while we wait.
Okay. Okay. Well, don't get in any trouble, dear
Yeah, be
God.
careful, guys.
Worth noting, it is late evening. If
Oh,
Oh.
you have the option of staying the night first before doing anything.
Oh.
maybe that would be more ideal.
Yes.
I
Okay.
forgot being inside that it was late at night. It can happen to the best of us.
I forgot that it was nighttime because a lady had a parasol for some reason.
The sun was still in the middle of setting.
Okay.
I guess we do spend the night first. We
Yeah.
have rooms.
We have rooms booked for you. That's what Abby said anyway.
I'll walk over to the bartender, I guess, and ask, "Hello there.
Yeah, you walk over. The bartender is a thin, long-eared, charcoal-skinned, white-haired male with sort of a white dress shirt and a vest. Evening.
Our friend told us that you had rooms booked for us.
Already paid for.
Already paid for and everything. Very nice. Which rooms would we have, and how many?
One for each.
Very good. What is your name, dear sir?
Looks around, raises an eyebrow. Call me Taratar.
Again, sorry. Taratar?
I beg your pardon.
Taratar.
Oh, Taratar. Okay. Do we have a picture of this man out of character?
No.
No. Okay.
Can Serena sit with her elbows on the bar with her head in her hands and looking at him saying, wow, that's a cool name?
It's quite average where I come from.
Oh,
Tartar. God damn it.
Sorry.
Tart. God
Okay.
damn it, guy.
what do you do?
We're trolling today.
Is this your first OC? I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's not my first OC. Elsa was my first OC.
Oh, that's okay.
I love Elsa.
Let it snow.
Let it go.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
I snowed all over her. Anyway.
Ah, no.
Okay. Focus. So, Territor. What is this place?
He looks over towards between you and your allies. It's a place to lay low.
Hmm. Is it linked to the Zentarum in any way?
He slowly cracks a smile. Roll a perception check.
God.
Am I gonna die? Did I ask a bad
You're going to
question?
see too much.
Holy
It was
shit.
just very to the point.
Holy shit.
A 16.
You notice in particular that his eyes go between you and Chariot's breastplate and back.
Bitch.
And then he says, "Yes."
Okay. Thank you for your help.
I want to ask him, what do you know about the lady that brought us here? Does she come here a lot with other people? Is she a significant member of the Centarum?
He sort of gets a tired stare as his eyes glaze over a bit. Get for drinks.
Fuck it. Sure. And
What sort of drinks?
I point to 4
Wait for it.
different drinks from behind him.
Sure. And with so first of all, there are, so you'll point towards one of them's a wine, another one's a keg of ale, one of
Yeah.
them's like a hard liquor, another one's a liqueur.
Yes.
And he sort of holds up a finger, thinks for a moment, and then does a few flourishes, does some quick bartending action, and in front of you is sort of like a green liquid in a Cosmo glass.
Thank you. And I take a big generous sip. Ooh,
Tastes limey and minty.
Ew.
this is great. Thank you. And
You get all
He
this for
just
free?
sort of like looks at the rest of you expectantly.
I take my drink and I go to the booth.
Do we get our drinks for free or?
Well, I don't
Food and
pay.
board.
Yeah.
Well,
For the
then
duration of
food?
your stay in Neverwinter, it will be covered.
Oh my!
We never need to spend money anymore.
I look at the at my party members and I'm like, oh, these guys have money. What? We need some of this. I'm so confused. My brain is so confused.
What's
What?
happening? What?
Culture
Wait.
shock.
Do you want
Ultra
to
shock.
drink alcohol?
If nobody pipes up, he's just gonna make like 3
Oh.
random cocktails.
That's
No,
fine.
thanks. I'm fine.
I'll take a random cocktail. Surprise me. Make it strong.
Oh lord.
Oh, I mean, Dimble
Sure.
can take it.
Tall glass, deep brown, fizzy ice. Looks like Coke actually.
Coca-Cola.
Cocaine. No.
Nuka-Cola.
Snort a bit of a line.
He'll probably give Jay a Bloody Mary, and then Chariot nothing.
A bit of
What?
water.
I don't want to.
No, he understands. Like he won't give you anything.
Wow.
And so you, I guess, spend some time before spending the night.
What is the plan specifically for tomorrow? So Chariot and Jay go out and see what they can find out about Itzy and about the orphanage.
Yeah.
And Serena and I will just be laying low here, just kind of waiting for Shadow to show up, hopefully.
Sure. At some point, maybe tomorrow, if or whenever, shall we go check on Sildar, see if we can find him?
You guys could.
Update him on the
That's
glass staff.
a good idea, actually. We can check up on Silver if you want.
I should arguably not leave this place too much, I think.
And I don't think I'm ready to see Silder.
No?
After all, I joined the Zentarim, and there might be conflict. I don't know
Don't
if I
have to
can.
tell him.
No one's gonna just mention the Zentarum right off the bat.
I don't know if
We're
I can
smarter
look
than
him
that.
in the eye. I don't want to be there and lie to him. And Serena keeps drinking quietly in a corner.
Okay.
I'm just enjoying my drink as well.
Yeah, I mean they're all pretty good, like in terms of quality.
All right.
Can I go to my room and copy a spell?
Absolutely.
I shall do that. I shall copy. I think I have one roll left, right? Yeah, scroll. Called the roll. I shall copy augury into my spell book. Is it level 2? Yeah, okay.
Is augury on the wizard spell list?
It should. I thought it was, but I might
Double
be
check,
wrong.
because if it's not, you
I'll
can't.
double check. No, then I'll just not. Oh, I will just check.
Sure. In the meantime, I mean, you're going to be staying in this den anyway.
Mhm.
Does anybody else have anything that they want to do during the night, or
Well, I do want Serena to kind of try to socialize with people from the tavern, even if they would be all scary and mean. I would like her to try to sit down next to other people with her drink and ask them
roll?
random questions about themselves.
Sure, roll a perception check or an insight check, whichever you prefer.
Let me see. Perception. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, you immediately notice, and you knew that you noticed this as you came in, that the atmosphere in this place is very much people keeping to themselves.
Mhm.
You do it anyway.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I was about to say.
Roll a charisma check.
No.
Yay!
Charisma.
What? I have
Augury is
I
so
have
much
I
more
have a
spell.
room to stay here.
She's a charismatic young lady.
Am I? 11.
21.
21.
21. Cool. Nobody really wants to interact with you, and they just sort of ignore you until you go away.
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck?
Thank God I have alcohol.
Chariot will just sit at the booth and
Drink her water
crochet
from
She's
her
gonna-
own water skin.
She's gonna crochet.
Solid.
What?
half an hour in.
Yeah, Serena's like trying to talk to people. Like some of them are just like really grumpy robed people. Other ones are like pretty brawny looking armored individuals, and they all just sort of like frown at you, go away. In the meantime, we turn over and Cherry's just crocheting in full plate mail.
The sight it must be.
It's
Is
like-
everyone downstairs for? Wait, no, and I can't.
Clank,
Oh.
clank, clank, clank,
I do need a scene of Serena. She's walking away from another person that told her to get lost. All set, kinda tipsy. She trips, drops the glass from her hand. It breaks, and then, all pouty and upset, she goes to Chariot, looks at her crocheting, and says, "It's so hard to make friends."
It is. You okay?
I think so.
I have a question. Did we end up bringing Droop?
Yeah. Fuck! We forgot about Droop!
Is he with us or is he still in Phandelver?
Can we pretend he was just quiet this entire time?
No, Drew would not have been allowed in.
Okay, so can we pretend he's
Also, they would
outside?
have freaked out everybody in the town. So
Is he
Let's
at the
say we left him
flowers?
in
Where is
Phandelver.
he?
With the flowers
Where is he?
outside, in the middle of the road.
No.
No,
No.
in Neverwinter
No.
he would have died. And I
Shit.
don't think we explicitly said that we took him.
No, we.
no,
Why
you
did we
didn't. I think it would be more prudent if you left him in Vandalin.
In the letter we wrote to Gandrin that we didn't specify the contents of.
I write to
Gandrin
update
is
the
now
Gandrin.
the adoptive father of Droop.
And to my Tharden and his left in your possession goblin.
I
The
know your
goblin
plan
that
is
almost
dying.
shot him to death, by the way.
Actually, parts of Tharden were in
In Droop, yeah.
Droop's possession.
We'll give them Droop and say a part of your brothers will always be with you.
Oh fucking hell.
Oh,
You left
man.
him. You left him in the tinderbox. Okay, we'll say that.
Okay. He has
How
food
long-
in a corner.
That's the
The
funniest shit.
tinderbox's gonna burn down by the time we're back.
He
No,
can.
It's fire.
No. They're,
How
House is
long
other
is,
thing.
We
is
only have
everyone
one table.
downstairs?
what?
How long is everyone downstairs for? Because I went up to copy the spell. It takes 2 hours, I think, right?
Are there
2 hours per spell level. So
2
if it's a
hours.
second level spell, it'd be 4 hours.
And I can't take a break in the middle, right?
You probably could.
I would
I-
take a
I-
break, I think, in the middle. Because while copying the spell, I was focused. But suddenly,
Conveniently.
suddenly, Dimble had a lack of concentration, which happens to him sometimes. So he went back downstairs over to Serena, who is at this point, I guess, quite tipsy. Serena, do you still have that spider staff in your bag of holding?
I think so. I grab it.
Could I hold on to it until tomorrow? Just take a look at it tonight. See if I can find anything out.
I take the entire bag of holding and whip it like this towards you. Yes, sure.
So, worth noting that Serena already attuned to the spider staff.
Oh, she did. Oh, I didn't know. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind then.
Then you
Forget what I
can
said.
remember. Okay, shit.
I didn't know she already had this moment.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be in the bag of holding either, if you're currently attuned to it, Serena.
Oh, it's on me. We spoke
It would
about
have to
putting
be,
it in.
You took it out.
Yeah.
Towards the end of last session, and I
Okay,
showed
okay.
you what it does to attune to it. And unless you
Okay.
specified otherwise to unattune to it, you are continuing to attune to it.
Oh, okay,
You
okay.
continue to be attuned to it.
Okay. Okay,
That's why I was
okay.
confused because it wasn't in a list of items. But it's only visible.
Yeah,
to
it's
Serena.
only for her. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fine. Okay. Then I go back to focus mode spell.
Serena
That's fine.
remembers nothing
Uh,
about that conversation.
are there any conversations being had around in the tavern that maybe we could pick up on?
Ooh.
Sure.
Oh, eavesdropper.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and just roll a perception check.
Okay.
And if you want to be subtle, also roll a stealth check.
Okay. Fuck.
Ooh.
At least I'm subtle.
Solid. Nobody notices shit. I mean, you're pretty well versed in sort of just pretending to walk by while you listen. Okay, let's see here.
I'll try and teach Serena how to crochet. drunken crochet.
You hear
No, like this, around, over, like that. Yes, yeah, yeah. And then pull it down. No, other way.
you don't hear full conversations, but you hear mention of particular things of interest. So one thing that uh, sort of rings a bell is the many-starred cloak.
It does.
I shouldn't say, maybe not ring a bell, but like just sort of like you hear that term and commit it to memory. And yep, nope, that's it.
Many starred cloak.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a history check.
15.
15. That's pretty good. I would say that you're familiar with the term. It was an organization of wizards in Neverwinter. That's all you remember.
Hmm.
I'm
Okay.
not downstairs anymore, am I? No.
No, but I'm gonna go upstairs and ask you later.
Mm. And then you get the wool and you like pull it in there and then you lift it over the hook. And then
I want Serena
Is
to
it-
try to crochet a heart while Chariot is teaching her.
yeah. I
Oh
try to
god!
teach I try to teach her how to crochet hardy.
Roll a
Let's.
dexterity check.
Yes.
With
Yes.
advantage, right? Because I'm
Please.
helping.
Yes.
No.
A master crochet is
Ah.
teaching me.
Yeah, that's why you're allowed to do it at all.
Wait. Wait. Which one? Dexterity. The
Dexterity,
regular.
just the straight check.
Okay.
13.
13.
It is a little uneven, but it's pretty good.
Lovely.
With the things that you crochet with, I'm like.
Yes. I've also got this, if you would like it, and I'll pull out the little flame that I crocheted
I take it.
for you.
Thank you. And I put it in my bag.
Cool.
I cut the whatever, like finish up the hearty, and I give it to you.
Thank you so much. I take the heart.
I get up
Acquired
and go get
crochet heart.
another drink.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
Roll a Constitution saving throw, Serena.
Oh, shit.
Okay, but
I think
before
this is where I go to bed.
but before I take my drink, I want to ask the bartender. So, where are you from? And then I take my drink. Wait, didn't I
Not
click on it?
from here.
Oh,
14.
14.
Yeah, you're tipsy, but you're okay. He responds. He says, "Not from here."
Everybody's so mysterious in here. And I take my drink and go away.
It was actually I was thinking about this. As you guys are, I'm assuming you guys all sort of turn in for the night one by one. I was thinking about this for the past like 10 minutes. The atmosphere the atmosphere in this sort of den is very much like an airport lounge.
Yeah.
So everybody just sort of passes each other without talking.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
minds their own business.
But we're all connected somehow.
Yeah.
Also buffet.
I don't recognize this thing. Usually when I'm in the airport, I'm either very scared and worried with other shit, or drugged as fuck and worried with other shit.
It's okay. You're in your room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
okay.
in your room
So
because you don't want to go flying.
you all turn in for the night, and the following morning, what would you like to do?
In the following morning, just as we wake up.
Okay.
I just wake up and read a bit in my books, and then I go downstairs to the lounge.
No, but like, what do you want to do for the day?
Oh, for the day. Oh,
It's like I guess you just stay in the den, but
for now, yeah. I guess Chariot and Jay go out. Serena wanted to stay in as well.
I
Um,
wanted first to wake up very early in the morning, and Serena is pretty athletic, unlike me. So I want her
Hungover.
to wake up very early. She's not even that hungover, but she's like, eh. And she goes for a run actually.
Ooh.
I want her to go for a run and then come back.
She
And when
power
she
walks.
comes back, I want her to try to wake the rest of the people up and specifically try to grab Jay downstairs and say, let's have breakfast together after she has worked up.
Yeah,
wakes
shouldn't we
everybody
wait
up.
for the others?
I woke all of them up. They're getting ready.
Alright.
No.
Each
All
of
I
you
right.
in the
guess
room.
I guess we all wake up, kind of like.
Yeah. I'll go downstairs.
What is wrong with you, Serena? It's so early.
Ah,
She's like an energetic puppy. Okay.
you're
I'm
just
gonna
out
go
of shape.
I'm a lot older than you, you know.
So what are we having? What can we have there for breakfast?
Oh Lord.
you know, delicatessen, some meats and cheeses, and
Meats
jams.
and cheeses.
Are there any snails?
Absolutely not.
Why do you
It,
want snails?
Why?
Delicacy snails.
it's not like ultra high quality. Like it's high quality for what it is and where it is, but it's not luxury.
Okay.
I want Serena to look at Jay and say, I know you usually like things that are less fancy and more simple, but I hope you're going to enjoy this breakfast. And I hand her a little plate.
Thank you for picking all this out. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just used to like if you can, you just do like a nice little omelet with a bunch of like rough cut
Yeah.
greens in it. But this is it's delicate, but it's still good. I mean, tastes nice.
Technical mentioning in chat. Apparently, me and Dearest are a bit more difficult to hear.
Oh, that's good to
Okay.
know. Well,
I will click something. I will click the Be Right Back screen to change the volumes because the volume like messes up the cameras if I have the
Be right
cameras.
back. I love you. Bye. Be right back.
1 second.
Don't go anywhere.
Dapty.
We're
I'm
fine.
fixing it. I'm
Do, do,
fixing it.
do.
Keep speaking. Keep speaking.
Hello.
Leon, 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 Leon,
It
Leon,
should
Leon,
be
Leon,
okay.
Leon.
oh,
We are back, and
Okay,
hi.
flawless.
Okay.
you're louder now, both of you. I hope it will be okay.
Okay. We'll see what chat says.
Anyway,
As we're
what
having
would you?
breakfast.
Go.
Can I do something?
Absolutely.
Yes. I'll I'll kind of pick out the little things on my plate and eat them. And as I'm eating, and make sure to reassure Sarita that it's all very good and very nice, tastes good. Thank you. I actually would like to ask Dimple if, and I'll try to keep my voice down a little, but also trying to be blasé about it. If he's ever heard of the Many Start Cloak. People were mentioning it last night, and it just
What did I say about that? Or
I couldn't make out much. Just it coming back up and up in conversation.
yeah, and how much would Dimple know about the many
Roll a
Star
history
Cloak?
check.
Do I roll it with advantage because I'm a wizard?
Absolutely not.
You're not a wizard, Harry.
Okay. Wait, what was it? History, right?
History.
26.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
He
So
was
about
there.
about a century and a half ago.
He was there.
Yeah. Century to a century and a half ago, they were a Essentially a wizard, a mage's guild in Neverwinter that were essentially so proper history states that Lord Nasher Alagondar was the open lord of Neverwinter a century and a half ago. But really, over the course of a year and a half, it's been the Many Starred Cloak. They've basically been running the show. They are just a group of a handful of wizards. That's it.
They're a group of wizards. They run the city.
Oh,
Ran the city a century
Ran.
and a half ago,
Oh, they don't anymore.
as far as you know.
Oh.
Mhm.
I tell Jay. Quietly, but not obviously. Quiet, not obviously quiet.
Autocorrect.
Would
So-
I know how active the Many Starred Cloaks are right now? Like, because I lived in Neverwinter.
Yeah, 0.
Okay.
Like it's a history thing.
Okay. No. Okay.
It's like, are the Sturmabteilung still active in Berlin?
You don't know.
All right.
Shit.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
So, were you guys gonna go out today for the
Yes. And
what
Chariot gets
finage?
up very begrudgingly. Don't like it.
What are we gonna do, Serena?
I want Serena first to put her hand on Chariot's shoulder and say, "You'll have my heart with you."
Oh, you're so cute. Okay.
And then I look at Dimple and I say, I don't know. Talia wanted me personally to meet with Shadow, and now we have to wait for them to be here. I don't know how long we'll have to wait around.
I hope not too long, else I'm gonna go looking myself.
Yeah, we can't wait too long because we still have to make sure Vigil is going to be okay.
Yeah. But I guess Chariot and Jay need their time as well to.
Yeah,
So you have some time.
we'll
All
make
right.
things work.
Let's go.
All right.
All
So
right.
who's going? Jay and Chariot, or
Jay and Chariot are gonna.
Are-
Yeah. Wait.
Are you going to put up your?
I will when we get out and we get into like an alley. I'll put the disguise self on.
Yeah.
Human Chariot.
Just to be sure.
Okay. We leave the inn and find an alleyway.
I mean, you? Oh, it opens up into an alleyway.
Found one. Make sure there's no people around.
There are none.
Serena's waving at them. Bye! Bye!
Yeah, there's one more person.
Shit. The horns vanish.
Okay.
All right, and I will lead the way to where I remember.
To the orphanage.
Littlewood, yeah.
And so the
Oh, by the way, I want to use disguise self as well to get rid of the sun thing on the armor.
what
'Cause
my question was going to be, you are in full plate mail.
Yes.
Do you disguise that, or do you just leave it and then?
Well, it still makes a noise, right?
Yeah.
So I'll
So you're just like the seamstress in full plate mail now.
yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
and I'll get rid of
Cool.
the sun on the front.
Okay. Just to make it flat.
Yeah, the logo thing
Yep. Okay, cool.
because it seems distinctive.
It is.
Okay.
Very much so. You have at this point you've noticed glances to it every once in a while.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. So, it's another half an hour or so as you make your way through the southeastern slums of Neverwinter, before you come across the all too familiar um, road and uh, district that you remember from before. Hasn't changed at all. Still just as dirty as before. Would you like to describe uh, what the place looks like as you walk up to it? It is a bit worn down, or run down rather.
Sure. I'm thinking like a kind of dark brick building with wooden pillars and supports and uh windows. I can't remember what they're called when they have like the crisscrosses in the windows. Uh, and a
Same.
wooden, no one knows. Uh, maybe double wooden doors and a sign over the front that just says Littlewood Orphanage.
Oh yeah, and part of it's like it's hanging off one of its hinges. That wasn't that way before, but it is now.
Oh,
You
is it, is
ready?
it, does it look abandoned?
It does not look abandoned. As you
Alright.
approach, you do see there's sort of like an open area, like an open fenced off area with sort of like really shitty wooden toys where a handful of children are playing.
Did you want to go in first? Go in without me?
Without you? Weren't you gonna be the long lost cousin?
I thought you were gonna be the long lost cousin.
I I can do that. I You seem really nervous.
Well, the last time I was here, it wasn't so
Mm,
so good. I'll follow your lead, all right?
Um, all right,
Okay.
we've got this.
Oh.
I'll kind of try knocking on the door, see if there's an answer.
The door is actually just open.
It's just
At least
open.
one of them is open. Yeah.
I'll kind of glance through the opening, step through, just call it hello. I,
Um, there's a pause for a few seconds, and then you see a very gaunt, uh, relatively young man, well, like 30s, peer from around the corner. Oh, I'll be right there. Please give me a moment.
no, sure, take your time. And I'll look around. What do I see?
Yeah. So like on the inside, it's just sort of like it opens immediately into a, like essentially just a like a makeshift mess hall. Um, really dirty, really well. It's not super dirty, but like messy and in relative disrepair. Um, you see a staircase leading up, sort of like in a small spiral, and a doorway that leads into a back room.
Can I?
After, yeah,
Oh, I was actually gonna ask if I could maybe try and glance up the staircase, if I could see anything.
it's it's spiral.
Oh, okay, nothing.
You see a wall. Yeah. After like 20-30 seconds or so, a really really skinny guy, brown hair, short brown hair, and a like 27 o'clock shadow. Um, sort of briskly walks up to you, sort of like a not quite bewildered expression, but like very tense, I guess. Sort of um, like moving quickly. He takes a closer look at closer, like walks closer up to you, and at that point, he sort of like sees Chariot as well in her sort of uh, disguised plate mail self. And at that point, like he glances over and immediately stops. Oh, you're you're not with Turgle, are you?
Toggle? No, I don't think we're with Toggle. Who's
Sorry,
Toggle?
Nothing. Never mind. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm here in a bit of um, a lost lead of sorts. I'm Magda Drenel, and I'm here to find someone, actually. And I was wondering if maybe you'd know where they were.
Not exactly someone who finds people. What are you looking for?
I had a I'm sorry, I made a really long journey getting here, and it's all very emotional. Um, I had a cousin when I was younger, and he used to come over every summer, and we'd play in the garden together. We were very close, and after
Oh.
oh
I thought you froze. Sorry.
oh no, um, just this happened, and he ended up here. My mother received a letter back in the day saying that he'd been brought here. His name was Itzy, and well, we could never really make it out here, but I'd like to find him.
Roll a deception check.
Mm-hmm. On a 19,
Yeah.
but that means I rolled a 7.
So there's a blank stare for a moment, and then sort of a quick sigh, almost of relief. Right. Okay. How long ago was this?
I
Told her 11 years.
Yeah, over 11 years.
Right. That's a
He
while ago.
he'd be around his early 20s now. Is there anyone here who might have been around during that time?
That would have
Um,
been my mother, but she's passed away, unfortunately. Um, but I'm sorry, miss. Either way, we have records, but I can't disclose that information.
please. I we tr- we traveled for over like almost a week, and I all my leads lead here. Please.
Roll a persuasion check.
28.
He sort of like sags his shoulders a little bit. Right, wait here. And he walks over into the back,
Oh,
and
thank you.
you wait together for a while.
I'll glance over at Chariot and
After a solid like 10 minutes, he comes back out, sort of slowly shaking his head. Um, I'm really sorry. Uh, we don't we don't have any records of what happened to him.
there's
Under,
nothing.
under the name Erickson?
It's Erickson. Yeah, there's only one Itzy. It's not a common name.
It's true.
There's no information on where he might have gone. If he took up some job somewhere here in the city, moved.
He actually walks back into the back room and comes back out with a ledger. like a really
Mhm.
shitty leather bound book, and he just straight up shows, he's not supposed to, but he just shows you like a list of names, and like the name of an adoptee slash deceased slash whatever, and there's just a blank spot where Izzy Erickson is.
Hey,
No
just an
dates or anything?
Yeah, there's
a-
dates.
age that he might have left?
Well, it was around was it like 9 or 11 years old when he
Nine.
was 9. So yeah, whatever that date was. I mean, it all checks out. There's just
Mm,
no stated thing, just blank.
There aren't any other leisures that you could consult?
Well, I
There's
thought it was
nothing
weird,
else?
so I took a look in all my other books. No, there's nothing.
Y- What does it mean, though, when there's no name? There's no information on what happened to him.
um, I don't know. I've not really seen that in any of the records before, so I'd imagine whatever happened, Mum wanted to keep it a secret. Took that one to the grave.
She didn't keep a bedside diary?
He raises an eyebrow and like starts thinking. I feel like I probably would have found that by now.
She did she have anyone who would still be around now that we could
Hmm.
maybe ask about her?
No, it's just me. Just me and the kids now.
N- No one else worked in the orphanage at the time?
No, it's just her. And now it's just me. And at that point, a kid, maybe like 5 or 6 years old, short blonde hair, runs into the room and just sort of like screams and starts like punching at your leg. "Ah! Duh, duh,"
Who's that?
at you,
Who's my leg?
at your leg, Jay. And the kid's like, or the guy just sort of like grabs him by the shoulder and like tries to pull him back. No, 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 Aspen, they're all right. It's fine. It's all right. It's not them. It's not them. It's all right.
I.
Go, go.
Who were you expecting?
Don't worry about it, miss. I'm really sorry. I can't be of any help.
I.
Um,
Alright. Maybe we can try and search somewhere else? You're absolutely sure there's nothing.
You were in
gives a
our
long,
place.
drawn out sigh.
If
Thinks for a moment. Sorry, go ahead.
if you were in our place, where would you go?
I'd be at a complete loss if I was in your spot. Look, if you give me your name and the place that you stay, maybe I can send a letter if I find anything. But I can't really promise anything. Money's been tight.
Yeah.
Did we ever get the name of the place we're staying in?
No, but it's called the Red Den. Well, so yes, but don't probably don't tell him that.
Eh,
Um, There's someone in the Lord's Alliance called Sildar Howinter. He would be a good one to send any information you can find.
With all due respect, ma'am, Lord's Alliance isn't going to bat an eye for us.
You'd be surprised. And
No.
I'll pull out
No, I wouldn't.
100 gold. I think you'll agree. Everyone under this roof deserves more. Thank you for your help, and I'll put the money down and walk outside.
Jay, are you still in there?
Yeah, would I ever have heard the name Toggle?
Turgle and no.
Turgle. Okay. Hey, are you sure everything's okay here? A kid just attacked my leg.
Yeah, Aspen's always been feisty.
I,
Are you with the Lord's Alliance?
no, I'm not.
I'm sorry, I'm just really confused by. I thought she was your bodyguard, and then is that
She,
a donation?
I suppose it's a gift, yeah. It's a donation. And she traveled with me here. She accompanied me here.
He rapidly sort of like takes the gold, sort of like watching you for like constant permission.
It's her gold. Take it.
He sort of like looks down and thinks for a minute, looks back up to you.
Hmm.
The orphanage is in debt. Um, there's it's been rough. The kids here, they never liked me mom much, but I don't know. They're with me, they're like family, and doing our hardest, working together to make ends meet, especially on the street begging. Um, whatever reputation that Littlewood had, um, that's been down the toilet ever since my mom started drinking. So it's not just the Lord's Alliance. I mean, it's everyone.
I
We owe 400. Well, now we owe 300 gold pieces to Turgle. And after that, might be light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know.
You owe this man a debt.
Sorry, what?
You owe this Turgle money?
Yeah, when my mom passed, she'd been apparently borrowing money from him that she never paid back, so we owed him 100, and now it's 400. And with this, I can get that down to 300, which means maybe he'll let up on the shakedowns, at least for a bit. I'm real sorry. I don't mean to leave you with my troubles.
I asked. I don't suppose there's any other way we can help.
I don't think so. Um, we're probably going to have to close our doors soon. It's hard once your name's tarnished to lay those connections. A lot of burned bridges.
It's new management, though.
They don't.
Yeah.
The levels of organizations that can help us now, they're not going to bat an eye at this. Haven't done. They won't.
What would you need to get this place up and running again, properly?
I mean, we're an orphanage. We rely on donations, and everybody knows well, the money doesn't go where it's supposed to, and then they leave. Smaller places, they give us. Don't get me wrong; it's all appreciated, but the people who know, the people on the ground here, who know who I am, they'll give me enough to stave off Turgle for another week or two, but it's not enough to get out of this this vicious cycle of debt and sometimes broken bones, but who's counting? Just just one organization like the Lord's Alliance considering us again would be more than enough.
Maybe I can ask my friend to put in a good word. I'll look at the door. I
That would be really amazing. Uh, Forgive me for not immediately celebrating. It's a bit difficult to believe that someone would waltz in here and have that sort of sway and offer to use it. But thank you for the gold.
was my friends.
Well, tell her thank you.
I will. Um, I'm sorry to have come barging in here. Um, and thank you for looking. Um, I, I suppose I'll leave now.
Yep, take care. What was your name? I forget.
Magda.
Magda. Well, thank you, Magda.
Thank you. Um, Good luck with all of it. It doesn't mean much, I know, but and Jay will walk out.
You walk out. Cherry, what have you been doing this whole time?
Just leaning against a wall and just looking around and thinking.
Jay, you reunite with Chariot.
Hey there.
I sorry.
No need to apologize. Hey, you holding up okay?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
The book was full of names and there was one blank space.
only there was a way we could have talked to him. His mother.
Would I remember his mother? Is there an old woman there? Last time?
Yeah, you would, yeah.
Do I remember anything about her?
She was extremely grumpy and unfriendly.
Mm.
Probably avoided you at all costs. Chased you out when she could.
Would Jay have knowledge of the spell speak with dead?
Roll an Arcana check.
It's the same. That's a 10.
10. No.
No, okay.
I have one last, very last resort.
Yes?
The Banshee.
The Banshee.
I don't know.
How is she a resource? What do you mean?
She offered to ask any question.
Oh.
And a different question went through my head than the one that I ended up asking.
Yeah, I can understand why. You want to go back?
Maybe. Oh, I don't know. Okay.
I mean, if she could throw us another lead, we could pick it back up, you know? We could chase after it. It's worth a shot.
Let's find Feldir first.
Yeah. One thing at a time. Come on, Chariot. And I'll kind of reach over and drag her along by the shoulder. Kind of close.
Make our way back.
As you make your way away from the little wood orphanage. Meanwhile, in the Red Den, um, what are Serena and Dimble just each in their individual rooms, or
Here you go.
Can we hang out and maybe Dimble offered to play cards with Serena, and then Serena kept losing, getting bored, so she started to stack the cards into those castles you make out of playing cards.
Would would Dimble have any idea where the place where he lived with Feldir, how far away that is from the tavern, from the inn, or whatever, the hideout?
the prison, or
No,
the
the house.
that would be the noble district that's within the city walls?
Which we are quite far away from.
Uh, I mean, the difficulty isn't the distance;
The wall.
it's a security checkpoint. They're gonna see you.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, that I guess we're just waiting. I'm gonna ask the bartender though if he knows about Shadow. Shadow was her name, right?
Yeah.
Yes. He just sort of like nods curtly at you and sort of gestures if you want some coffee.
That's his reply to me asking him
Whether
if
or
he
not
knows.
he knows whether he knew, yeah.
Useless. No coffee, thank you.
Whoa.
World's tiniest espresso.
I feel useless waiting.
As you say that, you turn over to the door, and a cat-like humanoid individual comes in.
Should have said that faster.
Serena
um,
widens her eyes.
black fur with a black tuxedo to match, with sort of like, instead of a bow tie, just a like a white open, like what's it, like the top two buttons undone, and the back, instead of like pants, it's just sort of like what is it, like one of those like conductors sort of like kind of things, or like when you do a piano and then
The
they I don't know
tails.
what those things are
The
called. Yeah,
tails. They're
sure.
called tails. Coattails.
Oh, cool. Two tails and then also a tail. Um
Meow.
uh yeah. Wearing sort of like a hat with the one of its things sort of like pinned to the side. I don't know what those things are called either.
It's
But
the
like takes it
coolest
off
character.
as she sort of like looks around, notices you with her yellow slit eyes, and walks straight towards you, Dimble.
Towards me, not
Oh
towards
shit.
Serena.
Nope, straight towards you.
Okay. I'll just nod back and wait.
Lord Knuckle, I presume.
Shadow.
Come, let us look for a lounge.
I'll mention over to Serena to come over.
Oh yeah,
Serena
she also goes towards Serena as well.
Okay.
jumps. She's ready to go. Excited. Curious.
A pleasure to meet you. Uh, hmm,
I bow and I
you
say
never told
Serena
me your
Ilana.
last name.
I'm
What?
You never told me
assuming
your last name, Serena.
Oh, I bowed and I said Serena Ilana.
Lady Elane. Please come with me. And sort of
F5.
walks over to a private room, relatively spacious, probably about the size of your literal house. Um, with sort of like a lounge chair, a couch, or two lounge chairs, a couch, a table. And she sort of sits down at the lounge chair closest to the table, leans forward, and gestures to sit. So we'll make this as quick as we can. Um, may I see this letter?
yes. I show her the letter.
She reads it very quickly. She's got like sort of like a chest pocket, and she slaps out a pair of spectacles, sort of like half moon. Just like slowly starts to purr to herself as she reads it. Closes it quickly.
Oh.
Closes the glasses. May I keep this? I will return it to you at closest possible notice.
Okay. If I have your word.
You have my word and the word of the Zentarim.
Okay. What will you will it help?
With this single piece of paper, let me put it this way. Without it, we were looking at weeks. With this, we are looking at days.
Very good.
Don't worry, you put your trust in the right hands.
I
Thank
do hope
you.
so.
Thank you for aiding us, Shadow.
You're most certainly welcome. Now, I hope you've enjoyed the amenities so far. It's nothing out of the ordinary, but I hope it will suffice for now. Lord Knuckle, as soon as, well, should you be residing here at the point in time at which we are able to exonerate Lord Moonbright, we will inform you post haste, and you should be exonerated as well.
I
By
do hope
proxy, of
so.
course.
Uh, have you any idea if Felder Moonbright's house is under supervision or lockdown
Oh, most
at all?
certainly.
Most certainly. Shit.
The accusations are quite severe, and so they want to be as thorough as they can be.
Okay. Do you know how he is doing right now?
I haven't the faintest clue.
Okay. Just help us out. Get him out of there.
Lord Knuckle, if you're worried about his physical well-being, I can assure you, the halls of justice, they're not barbarians.
Okay.
Now, unless there's anything else, I'd best get back to work. She sort of like grabs her hat.
And he freezes. Oh, he's back.
Thank you for your assistance.
Of
Do
course,
hurry up, Miss
I will
Shadow.
be in. I will. Just Shadow, please. I will be in touch.
Send my
She
regards to
exits.
Halia if you meet.
Oh, I think it is you who shall be needing to do so for me, I think, Lady Elane.
Will do.
She takes her leave.
And now we
Yes.
just wait.
I love Puss in Boots.
At some point, you guys all reconvene in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
What is your general plan of action? Or is there anything you guys want to discuss before discussing plan of action for the next few days?
Well,
How did it go at the orphanage?
We'll say you're in a private room.
Mm.
Not good.
No luck.
None.
They didn't have any info on who he was adopted by, if he was adopted.
And there was no one in the orphanage that knew your son.
No.
could you recognize anybody there, Chariot?
No.
Alright.
It was the son of the woman who ran the orphanage. Lester was there. But she's died and left no record or trace of Idzi at all.
Were there any children in the orphanage that were there already 11 years ago that might remember him?
I didn't meet any other children there. I just
Roll a retroactive perception check, sure.
okay. Where are we? Okay. Natural 1.
Children in an orphanage? What?
You were a bit focused on the task at hand.
No.
And no luck there. Well, maybe we can get some information
Where?
some other way.
Oh, okay. Oh. How about you? How is Shadow? How is Shadow? How's it going?
Well, she came over. It was short, efficient. Uh, I gave her the letter, and she promised me my mentor would be free in a couple of days. So I hope she stands by her word.
Hmm.
So for now, I don't know if we should lay low, if we should go out to help. I feel useless waiting here. It's driving me crazy knowing that Vigil is on a timer.
If you had,
Felder's locked up.
is there any way at all we could disguise you at all? Are you willing to shave?
No.
Hmm.
I want Serena to say that if ever need be, I could be able to craft something, maybe for all of us to do. cloak ourselves. Wear something more subtle than. And I look around us while we're all wearing.
I don't know if me being recognized would necessarily be the problem. I just don't know how we could help.
Isn't she a fugitive?
It's best to stay out of the public eye, like we've been told.
Keep to the shadows.
Is there no way we could help though?
Help what? What?
Are you asking
Help?
me?
Well, yeah, actually,
What are you asking?
Like help
is
in the legal proceedings?
yeah, I don't know.
Probably not.
Would there any way for us to travel together but conceal just you? The way that Chariot could change her form?
Well, yes, but what would we do? What are we looking for in Neverwinter?
Hmm. Well, maybe in the meantime we could cross through, go see Jay's family.
I was thinking that as well. Possibly we could go out and travel just outside of Neverwinter. We'd be back relatively soon.
Want to do that, Jay?
Yes, I'd like to go check up on my parents, but aren't you afraid you might miss out on Feldir?
Well,
And you want to be here when he's released?
she did say it would take a couple of days. And I assume, I don't know how long we will be gone.
It should be just a quick check. Might be they pressure us into staying the night, but uh,
One day shouldn't be like if we're back by tomorrow. I assume maybe by then there will be some progress on the whole Faldir situation.
I want Serena to look at Jay and say, I think it would be a nice change for all of us to just see our lovely
uh,
family.
it's a small family. It's a small little house in the woods.
I
It's nothing
interrupt
special.
Jay and I say, we're going.
All right, just
So,
don't expect much. It's there's not going to be any fancy snacks or breakfasts or.
You're going to be there.
Right. You see Jay flinch, like, oh, okay.
right now it's evening though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We could head up.
So do we leave in the evening still? Or do we leave?
It's only a few hours, right?
I
You would be traveling through the dark if you leave now.
might be
Yeah.
safer to just go
Yeah,
in the
if we
morning.
go in the morning, come back the same day. Is that feasible? It's not that far.
Depends on how long you stay.
Dun, 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 dun.
How far away would the prison be?
It's the city.
Huh?
It's like half an hour to an hour.
That's still so far.
I mean, it's a big city, but also, yeah, you're not completely in the city right now.
Would Dimble have any idea who could?
Oh.
Oh my! Sorry, I thought there was someone at my door.
You're getting
It's me.
invaded. The
Would Dimble have any?
fugitive!
Pop FBI, open up.
The
Would Dimble know
campaign if
if?
Serena head up the street.
If he could somehow access the prison, talk to Feldir, or there's no way. He just doesn't know.
Ooh, buddy, you
Mm-mm.
are shooting way above your
Height.
sure.
Could bless you.
Bless.
Could
Bless.
uh could Sildar go into the prison and try and talk to him?
Could
Who do
he?
you ask that?
I don't know.
We don't know where Sildar is. We don't know anything.
Would Sildar? I don't know anything about Lord's Alliance. Would Sildar have enough like legal authority to speak to a prisoner if he wanted to?
Oh, you don't know.
Fuck. Leon,
Well,
give me more knowledge.
Chariot, I still
Well,
think you can
you know
write
what?
a
Roll a
letter
history
at the
check.
very least.
History check. Come on then. Be good. 18.
18.
18.
So you don't know how high-ranking Sildar is. You never really talked about that at all. But a high-ranking member of the Lord's Alliance could absolutely do that. Like the leader of the Lord's Alliance in Neverwinter is literally just the Lord of Neverwinter, so he could do that if he wanted to.
Do I know him?
No,
Oh.
you do not personally know Lord Neverember.
Fuck.
Oh, that's a good name.
Lord. Okay.
Neverember.
Never forget.
I think we just spend the night here then and get out of Neverwinter.
Head out to Jay's in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, you spend the night, and the following morning, you guys.
Before we go to
J-Hand.
bed,
Mhm.
yes, J-Hand. Before we go to bed, I would like to walk up to the bar, order a drink, like just a mug of ale, and ask the bartender if he's ever heard of the name Turgal.
He raises an eyebrow. Why do you ask?
Just new to town, and someone I met ran into a bit of trouble with him.
He's in the middle of making a drink very quickly, very stylish flourishes as he just sort of like continues the conversation.
Figures it's a name I should know.
Not particularly. Just know he doesn't work with his entire. Not our style.
Not your
Hands a
style.
drink to a patron.
Hmm.
Where would we be able to find him if one were to be looking for him?
He frowns for a moment. Are you?
No, but say someone wanted to help my friend, or this person that I know. Where would they have to start looking?
He was in the middle of doing a bunch of stuff, but at this point he sort of like stops for a moment in his tracks for like solid 5 seconds, just sort of like looks at you. Continues. Could you bring Serena here?
I'll look around. And do I still see Serena, or is she already gone?
I'm somewhere in the back, just playing with my knife at the booth. I'm kind
I'll
of
walk
doing
over.
random balance.
I'll walk over, tap you on the shoulder, and just, hey, could you come with me for a second?
Sure.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
put
thank
my
you.
knife away.
And I'll take us back to the bar and order a drink for Serena.
We're having
Very
drinks.
quickly.
Get blotto.
Gives you some sort of like a shaken light yellow drink.
I grab it with both hands.
It's piss.
It is cloudy. He then sort of like looks at you and then looks at you, Jay, and just waits. You
Is there
get the sense that
something
he's waiting
going
for you to
on?
leave.
So where would one have to go start looking?
You get the sense that he's waiting for you to leave.
Oh.
Okay. Is there a problem?
No problem.
Is he being truthful?
Roll an insight check.
Yeah.
This bartender is a douchebag.
Character.
That's
Yes.
a 13.
He's a man of few words.
13. It's no immediate problem. He just wants to speak to Serena relatively privately for a moment.
Okay, whatever. And I'll leave.
Bye. I take another sip and I look at him. Hi.
Your friend asks many questions.
Yeah. She's smart like that.
Does the bartender seem like? Can we hear it? The thing they're talking about?
Well, he's intentionally lowering his voice, so if you were like very like acutely paying attention and focusing on it, you could try to listen. He continues to you, Serena.
This. Oh.
Mm.
Do they seem focused on each other? Could I, without anyone noticing, kind of slip up the stairs quickly?
Sure. Well, I mean, people will notice. There's not a lot of people there, but yeah,
I'll go upstairs for a moment,
you do so.
and then as I get up the stairs, I'm gonna cast invisibility.
Oh, gotcha.
Sneaky!
God.
And then I will sneak down the stairs again and get within range of
The talk.
the talk. Exactly.
Sure. So as that's happening, literally he's just continuing to talk to you, Serena. He says, "They are outsiders.
No.
We help them to help you. There's a limit."
I understand. And I do not want to seem ungrateful, but I, they're not outsiders. They're people you can trust. They're reliable, truthful, genuine people. They're probably more reliable than anyone you've seen coming in and out of here. As quirky as we may look, we
He
became a
narrows
family.
his eyes. Each and every one of these people is a member of the Centaur.
I look back at everyone. All of those?
All of them.
Why were they so rude to me?
You seem not to immediately grasp the purpose of this location.
Alright.
Sometimes information is only peril. You have chosen to share information with these three. Every time you do so, you put them in danger.
I see. But then what do you expect of me?
Of you,
Yes.
loyalty. Help us as we help you. From them, we don't expect anything.
Alright. My loyalty to my friends and my loyalty to you, they don't really interfere. I've promised those people to help them with what they needed help. And when you need help, I will help. But they didn't do anything to get in your way. I'm sorry if we've disrupted the peace in here. For
You
that, I must
haven't.
apologize.
I just wanted to speak to you, to know where you are, before I answer her questions.
All right. Then feel free to tell me whatever you think is okay to tell me. If there's parts that I need to keep out, leave them out for me as well. Because I want to share the information with the rest of the people.
Now you start to notice the problem. This won't last. This is not my problem. He sort of like looks over to you, Jay. I don't know if you're looking in that general area,
Not
but he just
anymore.
sort of, okay, fair enough. He turns back to Serena. Fetch her.
I fetch her.
Jay, do you come back?
I will, but begrudgingly.
Fair. Also, in the meantime, Dimple, as you walk back down the stairs, you notice as you are invisible and sort of like attempting to approach the bar, he's just sort of like glancing at you every once in a while.
The bartender?
Yep.
Okay. Like actually at me?
Yeah, like as if he knows where you are.
Okay. I'll still continue.
And as you bring as Serena, you bring Jay back to the bar. He just explains to you how to get in contact with Turgle, where he's located, sort of like typically how many men he has stationed in his area at any point in time.
Okay. So where would we be able to find it?
I've just in the slums. He gives you the
Okay.
description. Not too far away from the Littlewood orphanage.
Thank you.
He nods as he continues to make a drink.
And I'll turn to Serena and say thank you as well.
I
Jay left?
clink our drinks together.
No, they're both at the bar.
Oh, they're both at the bar. Okay. Wait, are they?
Well, they were speaking to the bartender
Oh, yeah.
at the bar.
So Dimple hears all the information as well.
Uh, no, I would assume not. The talking would have stopped if he got close enough to the bar.
I took that long? God damn. Is he still looking at me?
Yes, he very much is aware of where you are.
Okay. I'll go over to the bar, either next to Jay and Serena or not, depending on whether they're still there or not. And I'll ask him,
Are you still invisible?
yeah, but I'll just ask him, so how is it that you can see me? How is it that you know where I am?
He shakes his head lightly as he continues to make a drink. Security measures. Don't cause any trouble.
That's fair. I won't, don't worry. You probably would know that is not the way I handle things.
There is no response.
I'm just gonna back off. Sit back down.
I
Turn
look,
visible again.
I look at him and I ask, is there a way that I could do the same like you? To see people when they turn invisible?
You asked the bartender that?
Yeah.
Um, that would be magic.
It's magic.
Fine.
You know.
Serena pouts for the remainder of the evening. Unless there's anything else you guys would want to do, you all turn in for the rest of the night, and the following morning, you head out towards Jay's previous abode,
Mhm.
where we'll take our quick drink/pee
Cool.
break. Okay.
Good.
Cool, cool, cool.
Cool, cool,
Okay.
cool, cool, cool.
Awesome.
Okay, pee break time. I'm going to close the volume and change to the Birabec screen.
Bye.
Bye, Birabec. Dap, da, dap, da,
Da,
dap,
da, da,
da,
da,
doo.
da.
We're back.
Excellent.
Are we
Are we
back? Oh, we are back.
one and
Oh.
all. Okay, so following morning, you guys all awake, and I assume that as you guys travel through Neverwinter, because you need to travel through it to get to the northern side, Dimble, you're going to go invisible for a little bit. So that's going to be a challenge because there is sort of like a.
Or shoulders.
Ah, I go invisible on her shoulders.
Gotcha. Cool. So as you guys leave the Red Den and you head north towards the
He's steering me like ah.
to be clear, there are also parts of the wall that are sort of like still like relatively like the walls are still broken from uh turmoils of a decade or 2 decades past. So there are parts of the walls that are broken that you can
Walk through.
try to get over.
Let's
climb
do
over as
that
well.
and not go through a gate or something, because that will probably have some kind of protective spell that will fuck me up the ass real good today.
Oh,
Just saying. We could
okay.
also go through the gate.
I don't mind. I can climb.
Um,
What are we doing? Are we going through the gate or?
I can go over the walls. Sure.
Yeah, let's get over the wall.
Or is it illegal
the
to climb over the walls?
It is absolutely illegal.
Oh, fuck. Well, I don't know.
Maybe can you toss me onto? Wait, how high is the wall?
Yet.
So you'd have to do a little bit of scouting to find sort of like locations.
Mhm.
So if you want to, one of you guys can go ahead and roll a survival check.
Can I use my bird to see, or is that not?
Oh, sure. Actually, yeah, fair. If you use your bird, you can just kind of see. There are
Bird.
multiple locations. The easiest one is probably going to be on the southeastern side, closer to the river.
Mhm.
It's also close to where I forget what it's called, but it's sort of like the land scar of Neverwinter, where actually roll a history check, Dimble.
Dimble.
I was about to say what it's called. I think. History, right?
Mhm.
I was trying to cast a spell.
Oh.
That is and that's one.
Oh,
So you
no,
know
no.
that there's relevant history with regards to why there is a like weird thing here, but you don't remember what it was.
A big hole in the ground.
Well, there's no hole in the ground. It's just
Ah.
sort of like yeah, it's all
It's some-
dirt and nothingness. Anyway,
Um,
yeah. So there it's relatively low, probably like 20 feet. Pretty climbable. It's also you know not perfectly vertical.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I go over the wall and you guys go through the gate. Is that an idea?
sure.
Because
If we can get you over.
well, yeah, that is the question. I'm going to take a look at.
I suppose your hawk can carry you.
I suppose I can't now. How about I just make? But it's 20 feet though. That is gonna kill me.
Have you got feather fall?
No,
Oh.
I have boots that make me jump very good. They don't make me take no fall damage, right?
No, they don't use fall
I
damage.
I have an idea. Serena, could you help me here?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to recast invisibility
Mm-hmm.
on myself and Serena because I can target two people.
Oh no. A chariot goes, oh no.
So Serena and I try and climb over the wall. Serena, could you take no damage from falling, right?
No damage.
Could you jump down and kind of help me land, catch me? I'm very light.
Yes.
It sounds like a plan. I am ready.
Oh,
I'm ready to.
oh god.
See you on the other side, Chariot and Jay.
See?
Ah!
What this embodied voice says.
What?
Can
Shit.
Serena at least see you, or are you invisible to her too?
I feel you.
I will end the invisibility when Serena is on the other side already, and I'm on top of the wall, and then I'll just quickly jump down. This is going to work. Don't worry.
Amos. Oh my
The two of you can roll athletics checks as
Okay.
Chariot and Jay leave the vicinity.
god. Oh god.
What did I roll? 13.
13.
30. Do I also roll
Yeah.
Yeah, both of you.
athletics?
Yes.
Yeah.
A
Sure.
6.
13 and 6. Let's go.
It's almost
Cool.
a 20.
After about a minute of sort of like finding the best path, Serena, you make it to the top. And you look around, and obviously you don't see anybody. And you sort of like wave your hand around, but Dimble's not at the top of the wall at all.
Limbo.
I'm coming.
Yeah,
I
you're
think.
Dimple. You are still at the bottom. You are just on the ground. You tried. You can't get up.
For fuck's sake.
Uh,
Hey, this became a lot more complicated than anticipated. It's reminding me of that hole in the ground.
I suppose there's
Pit.
no way you can get a different animal to lift you there, buddy.
No, I do have an idea, but one I need to read for 1 second.
So, should I keep sitting here?
Yes, wait 1 second for me.
Serena's-
Actually, no.
At this
you
point,
can-
like one or two people are sort of like sauntering by, and they just hear voices shouting at each other at the wall. Sort of like look confused at the
Oh,
direction.
Jesus.
you can jump off the other side, Serena. I'm going to toss a rope over.
I do the leap of faith.
Yeah, just backflip off.
So then I am going to. How long is my rope? It's long enough. Let's assume it's long enough. 50 feet, yeah, it's long enough. I'm going to toss over my rope all the way to the
Roll
other
an
side.
athletics check.
Hold one end. Yeah, at least it gives me another check.
Boy.
Oh boy.
9.
A 9.
It takes you a better part of 10 minutes. Is a very frustrating process, but eventually, because you can't see the rope either, so you eventually throw it over, and you're like, okay, now I feel intuitively like this amount of rope that I have left means that it's on the other side. And then Serena,
And
roll
not
a
see the rope.
perception check.
No. I had
What
an
did you-
idea for
What
this.
did you say?
Roll a perception check, Serena.
I'm
For-
going to tie my rope onto something on this side of the
Yeah.
wall and then release it. So then it will become visible.
Oh.
Okay. So you tie it on this end of the wall, and
Yeah.
then you let go of it.
No, let go. And then when Serena.
Okay. Serena, a rope appears not too far away from you.
Oh,
Yes, she holds it. See, that was her instinctual reaction. Which
Okay.
makes it then, once again, invisible.
No,
It doesn't?
No.
Oh,
The
Oh,
moment
shit.
it is revealed, you don't make it invisible by
Okay,
grabbing it.
then I'm going to use the rope
Oh my
as
god.
quickly as possible to get up the. I'm gonna be careful as well, though. I will make sure I don't die.
Yeah, sure.
a whisper
you
words
climb
of
up.
encouragement.
You climb up, and you get to the top. At which point, you hear shouting, being like, "Hey, what are you doing over there? You see, I was moving around."
The rope, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna tell Serena. Serena, I'm coming down. Get ready to catch me. I'm gonna turn the invisibility off, and then I'm gonna.
This is the last thing you see before you die.
I'm going to proficiently use the rope.
You see
to
that?
get
There's a
down.
person up there.
I am no man, and then I go down. What do I roll?
Do I catch a baby?
I just want to point out you could have walked through the gates invisible.
Yeah, but I think there's like an anti-magic thing on the gates, maybe.
Roll an athletics check, Serena.
Oh,
Oh my god, please. Please.
A
Hey.
19.
19.
Solid. You catch him like a potato sack.
I am an NBA player.
Thank you, Serena.
Sure.
That was
I-
great. See,
I put you down and dust you off.
we need to go because I think they spotted me.
run.
Let's run. My plans are always flawless. Don't worry.
I ready my dagger and I follow you.
No weapons. Just let's run towards the
I
gate.
put back the dagger. I follow you.
Yeah,
Me
it's a
and Jay
solid
walk through
like
the gate.
it's a solid like 10 minutes away from the gate. So you guys probably meet up. Like you guys probably had like a landmark that you guys would meet up with before you continue onwards.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Chariot and Jay, you sort of like just walk through. There's two like there's sort of like a guardhouse attached to the wall, and then there's two guards flanking the large sort of like 25-30 foot diameter gate. And you guys just like walk on through. It's just an open gate with a guard checkpoint. And as you guys are walking through, you hear, "Oi, hey, sir! Excuse me, sir! There's a rope. Somebody climbed over the wall." And then the guard just looks over and walks around over to follow them.
Master distraction.
Yeah, exactly. Flawless plan once again.
They're okay, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody stops you. You just walk through.
That was Jade to Chariot.
Oh.
And then we meet up.
Dearest to Jay. Yeah, everything's fine.
Chariot worried mommy.
So Dimple, you are now visible in a town in which you are wanted.
We're not in the town anymore, are we?
You just entered. You have to go through it to get to the other side.
But we were going out.
No, buddy.
I recast invisibility.
Man
on
sneaks
myself.
into his own jail cell.
Okay.
Criminal ever.
You find a landmark, meet Serena, know that Dimble's with you, and then without too much of an issue, you get to the other side. Do you do the same thing on the other side, or do you try to sneak out through the gate?
No, I can't be bothered anymore. We're just going through the gate.
Roll a stealth check with advantage because you are invisible.
Ooh. But wait. Do all of us do stealth or only him?
No, just Dimble.
Is he on my shoulders?
I just rolled one, but it's in at 20, so you know.
Oh, no, double net 20? Oh, too bad.
No, yeah, I was hoping for it.
Yeah, you just walk out, no problem. They don't seem to notice you.
Awesome.
Nice.
You guys get out, you
Great.
follow the road. Eventually, there's a beaten
You did
track.
that.
Oh.
You did that before, right? As well.
My other plan was so much cooler.
Rope, go.
Let's not
So
talk
you
about
guys-
that anymore.
You guys continue along the road until there is at some point a beaten path to your east, which leads further into a small little foresty area, about 20-minute walk away. There is a foresty path that you sort of like have to follow a little bit. And Jay, would you like to describe the rest of the walk until you get to your family's abode?
All of the walk?
Well, just what the walk looks like, and then the abode itself.
I mean, eventually it leads towards a forest. There's a lot of trees very close to one another. I'm not quite sure if these would be pine trees or not. I don't know what the thing is like here.
Let them be
It-
pine trees.
All right, pine trees.
You can find some.
It's quite a bit of a walk. I think like about 30, 45 minutes into the walk. The first thing you hear probably is a bark in the distance.
Okay.
Recognition. It's joined by more barks. There's some rustling, and then a dog jumps out of some bushes. Some medium-sized dog. It's just this blurry, fuzzy mess of dark gray, brown spots. It's got a curled tail, and it comes bounding up around Jay's legs.
Yeah,
Jay will.
wagging its tail, starts to like sort of like jump up and try to like get to your face.
Jay will just kind of pet him on the head and give it scritches, and then continue on with the walk. And just say, "Be good, Button, and lead us home."
Oh,
And then eventually, it's pretty close from there on. It's just this quaint cottage in the woods, very simple, not too complicated. It's not too tall, doesn't stand too tall. Just has a small door as the one entry to the cottage. There's a few smaller windows. I think there's a few of them that are open, probably to have some ventilation going on. There's a little patch of land right next to the cottage where they grow some small produce, very simple. Jay's mother's probably tending the garden at the moment. She is Alana is a short little woman, plump, in her 50s. She has a round face, very chubby cheeks that are constantly red. She keeps her hair up in this big bun. It's a dark brown, reminds you of Jay. It's got some streaks of gray in them. She's wearing one of those gardening aprons, I suppose. I'm not sure what they're called.
I don't either, but yeah.
They're just covered in dirt. If she notices them, I imagine she'd like light up, call over Owen.
Could we, before we've approached the cottage, could Chariot say to Jay, by the way, horns or no horns?
The horns are okay. I don't think they'll have an issue with it.
Are your parents racist?
I don't
You hear in the
actually.
distance, "Oh, Janie!" She runs on over. She hobbles on
Janie.
over and gives you a big old hug. It's been so long. Who are your friends?
It's, these are new friends.
You should have
People
told
are
me you
new
were
friends.
coming. Well, come on in. Hi, hi.
Hello.
Good
I
day.
nudge Chariot when I hear the word Janie.
Are we all like laughing, the three of us? Like,
No.
So this is Serena, and then to my left is Chariot, and then Dimple, and we're just in town. So I figured I'd pass by, say hi to you and Dad. Where's Dad?
I'm glad. Well, he's just inside. He's just lying down. I'm sure you have lots of stories to tell. You've been away for quite a while now. How long's it been? 2, 3 years?
Quite a bit, yeah. Almost 3 years.
I'm sure there's a lot of stuff you have to tell us. Oh, I'm so glad to see you again. He sort of like gives you a few more kisses. Sort of like brings you inside, and inside there's just like I mean, it's just a simple place. There's a couch, and there is a person lying in the couch. Which feel free to describe.
Owen is. There's no other way to describe him than he's just a little frayed around the edges. He's probably not much older than 60, but he looks frazzled. He's a tall guy once he gets out of the couch and says hello, but he's kind of hunched over a little. There's a slight drag to his gait. Doesn't move quite as quick as you probably used to. He's got long hair. It's kind of kept in a pony, and he's got this decent beard. And all of it is entirely gray as well. He's completely gray. You can see a bow kind of set to the side against one of the walls. There were probably 2 or 3 more dogs kind of laying at next to the couch, joining him. He's kind of, if Jay was part of it too, he's kind of the prototype that Jay was based on. And like her mother kind of fills out the little details in Jay's appearance, kind of. That's how I would describe it.
Yeah, and your mom just sort of like shouts out, "Owen, Owen, get up! Janie's back. Janie's coming to visit. And he looks up. What? Oh, hey, kiddo.
Hey,
Hang on.
Dad.
He starts to get out of the couch. Hey,
You
Jay.
okay?
I'm fine. Don't worry about it. He comes in and gives you a hug.
Mm.
Wow. Look at you. You
Yeah.
changed a hell of a lot. And also not at all.
Nah, didn't change that much.
Yeah. It's your face. You got a different look. It's good. It's good. I'm gonna, sorry. I'm going to go sit back down. I'm sorry I'm not the best host.
Sure.
Yep.
Um,
All right.
uh,
Isn't
and and your mom brings out a tray of, or just a bunch of water probably.
Thank
I
you.
take a seat? I
Sure.
can do that.
Oh, no, don't be silly, Janie.
You guys live in a lovely place.
It's lovely here.
Thanks. Built it myself.
Really?
Way back when.
Yeah, that's handy with these things.
Did
How's
you
it?
do this? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Dimple.
Do you do that as a job, Mr. Owen? Oh,
What? We sort of
Is
like
it-
looks over to you, Jay.
These are my friends. Friends I'm traveling with at the moment. This is Dimple, Chariot, and Serena.
Pleasure to meet y'all. And your mom comes back in. Yeah, so tell us all about what's been happening so far. 3 years is a long time. What'd you end up doing? Did you get around okay? I mean, obviously you got friends. That's great.
Yeah, I mostly traveled. I help people travel from one place to the next through the Neverwinter Woods.
Oh, that's great. That's what Rob was doing for a little bit.
How is he? Have you heard from him?
No shit. And you hear behind you the door
Oh
open.
no.
Care to describe?
Wait, who was
Um,
this?
Rob?
Yeah.
Rob.
Mm.
Takes a big
Takes a
swig.
Takes a big swig.
Takes a big swig.
um, Rob Bellwood is Jay's older brother.
Velvet.
They pretty much look alike. He's just a little taller. He's got a bit more squared shoulders, but they're they look alike. There's not much different. There maybe he's got like a little bit of a beard like his father. um, yeah.
Yeah,
I
as he
don't know what
sort of
else
like
to
comes
say.
in, no worries. He comes in, he sort of like leans a thick shafted bow on sort of like the side wall. Sort of
Mhm.
like walks up to you and just like slaps you pretty heartily on the back.
Uh, you made it home.
Well, yeah, I only left a few hours ago.
How long have you been here? Back.
Sort of like looks over to your parents and they sort of like think like a year or two. It's coming on 2 years now.
Huh. I thought you were still on the road. Didn't hear from you.
I was supposed to be, but and then your mom pipes in. Well, you know, your your father's had a bit of trouble, and well, we just needed a little bit of help.
You could have sent for me.
Well, and then your dad says, uh, "Look, kiddo. I mean, that last year you were here, you were pretty much doing everything around the house. At some point, you got to get out. Spread your wings, you know."
Yeah, but if you and mom need me, I'm always here.
And your brother says, "Hey, don't worry about it."
Yeah. Thank you for helping around.
That was my turn.
How's the domain been? Everything good? That doesn't look reassuring.
It's an awkward silence for a bit. Yeah, no.
What's wrong?
A lot of stuff's dying.
Dying?
Yep.
What? Animals?
Dead animal carcasses, wilting crops, wilting trees. It's pretty bad. It's not a huge amount yet, but it's not looking great.
What? Poachers?
I don't know, maybe.
How long has it been like this?
Not too long. Maybe a month or two.
You don't know what's causing it?
It's hard to say.
Insight check.
It looks like just massive amounts of like pesticides, but there's no way, poachers would come in and just leave tons of it around and leave no trace of themselves. And trust me, I've looked. I don't know. Maybe next time I go out, you can come with me, Jane.
I can have a look. Be like all times.
Yeah, well, just stay behind me, okay?
How about you stay behind me?
I think that would be the better plan for him, yeah.
Not a bad
It-
idea.
it-
Then I won't lose you.
I'm glad to see everything's. You guys are relatively okay. That's good. I was worried.
Your dad said, "Yeah, don't need to worry about us. We get along, kiddo."
Good. I'm happy.
Should we come and help?
We'll say you spend like another hour just sort of like chit chatting. You fill your
Yeah.
parents in on sort of like your recent endeavors, and maybe also Jay your less recent endeavors as well since you left.
Mm-hmm.
But after an hour or two comes to the close, the conversation just sort of like slows down a little bit. Do you guys? Well, you have a blip on the radar. What would you like to do with that?
Blip on the radar, as in the forest thing? I mean, should we go and check it out?
I would like to. Yeah.
We could probably help.
Yeah.
You want to? Just be quiet. I mean, it's try to be quiet. Don't want to scare anything off.
We'll keep calm.
All right.
So you guys want to go out the same day?
I mean,
Looking for
Okay.
clues? Yeah.
Yeah, well, so we'll say you had your lunch, just a bunch of sandwiches, simple cheese, jams,
Nice.
and then you guys head out and sort of follow Rob. He just takes you really quickly. It's decently far enough away from the cottage that it's not affected them directly yet.
mhm.
But based on what he's saying, that it's sort of spreading quite rapidly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clank, 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 clank.
Quietly, chariot. God damn it.
I can't
Can
be any quieter.
Serena ask Rob while they're on the way? So, how was Jay when she was little? When she was growing up?
Looks over to Jay.
Don't ask that kind of question. Don't answer that.
There's a bunch of troublemakers now, probably.
I bet she was adorable.
Oh, it's the worst. No, she'd just go miss. She'd just leave for like a day and come back. Hey, how
What
you
would
been?
she do?
Oh, that's it.
I look over to Jay to see what's her expression on the face.
A little hesitant, like she's not entirely sure if she remembers that. Like, really?
Yeah, really.
I'm pretty sure I remember that from a couple days ago.
A couple days ago?
Yeah, you do that sometimes. Just like, and that's it. And now we know.
Woman, a few words.
Not always. Have you ever seen her drunk?
No, actually.
Hey,
It's a sight to
guys.
behold.
He sort of like walks alongside Dimple as you guys continue on.
Do they have bra talk while they're walking?
Before long, however, you come into an area that is less dense with trees, like almost like a clearing, kind of. There is a very distinct transition from a lush green forest to like uh, maybe like 2 or 3 inches of like transition from green to just yellow. Um,
Shit.
Trees that have completely wilted. These shrubs are completely gone. Um, and a handful of like decaying carcasses just out in the open as well. Rabbits, deer. And this goes on for probably about maybe 150 feet.
Shit.
And then it seems to be green again. And then if you continue onwards, which Rob will lead you towards, there's another section of forest that's like this as well.
Can I get up in Chariot's on Chariot's shoulders so we can keep going? And in the meantime, I kind of look around with my hawk.
Sure. So but at that point, Rob stops you guys at some point and
Oh,
just turns and says, "Well, this is it. As far as I can tell, it really just looks like massive amounts of like pesticides or rat poison or something."
Is there anything at all about the area that seems like this could have been caused by magic?
I mean, it most certainly could be. If you have some sort of like a detect magic, you might be able to see remnants of magic.
do I smell magic?
Does
No.
it remind me of like not like it's not foggy like shit. Sorry, it's not foggy like like Coneyberry, is it?
No.
Okay.
The weather is like there's
Mm,
no aura or anything like that.
okay.
How
Oh,
how far into the decaying process are the carcasses? Does it seem like they're further beyond than like a month or a few weeks would
Yeah.
count? Yeah.
I mean, it ranges. Some of them are just like fresh, and some of them not.
Rob, has it been spreading, or has it just been like this?
No, yes and no. It doesn't really spread. It sort of happens in patches. It really feels like somebody's doing it on purpose.
Is there anyone that you know of that could be living in nearby, or maybe have you noticed people passing through that look suspicious?
No, and trust me, I looked. You know anyone like that, Jay?
Know what?
People who would come by here?
Do I?
No.
People who bear you ill will?
No, I don't think so. Do the Quintresses know about this yet?
Oh yeah.
The Quintresses?
Yeah, they're not exactly excited.
What are the Quintresses?
The family that owns the land.
Oh. I'll cast Detect Magic.
You cast detect magic, you detect no magic.
Huh. Does my hawk see anything?
Yeah, so
I
what do you want
swear.
to do with the like bird's eye view or like flying throughout the area to scout?
I'm flying throughout the area to scout as far as you can go.
Nothing.
Some people must really want to drive you off your land.
It's not our land, technically.
Should we ask the family that owns if they have any enemies, or do you guys know of any enemies people who are jealous of the land.
If it seems to be targeting this land in particular and not locations beyond it, maybe.
I don't know. I haven't really had the chance to be outside of
Property land.
this section. That would be that'd be good to know actually, if it's targeted or not.
I don't see any reason why they would just randomly kill plants, animals.
Sometimes these noble families just do these kinds of things to fuck with the other ones.
That's true. But you said they leave no trace?
No, I haven't found a damn thing. Not a single footprint. Not even a piece of cloth. No broken branches in weird positions.
But
That's
they
odd.
fly.
Yeah, maybe it's a invisible blimp.
What's a blimp?
I mean, if there's no footprints, there's no branches broken. They could come through the air. I don't know. It's rather
Is it?
unlikely.
We don't feel like sick being here, do we?
Nope.
No.
Well,
Is it? No,
May-
go ahead.
well, maybe we could just have a talk with the owners of the land and see if we get any new information. Maybe we could get something new.
We could do that, yeah.
How often do these new patches of diseased land appear?
Maybe like once a week.
So it's not like we could kind of set up watches around.
Oh, you could, but I mean,
Also, we'll be waiting for a long time.
well, I'm glad I wasn't here when it happened.
Can I like try and keep an ear out for anything like kind of on the outskirts of where we are, any kind of movement at all?
Yeah, you don't notice anything in particular.
My hog didn't see a single thing.
Nope, nothing out of the ordinary. A little bit further down, it'll probably see another area like this, roughly equal in size.
Jay,
Yeah?
would there be any animals here that you could possibly talk to? Ask if they know about anything?
That's a good point. Are there any animals around that we can see? Oh, where's Butt?
Button. Oh, where's Button?
Okay. Are there any animals around, though?
For sure, you can probably find a critter or two.
All right,
Oh.
I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Who can we
Sure.
find?
You can probably find another squirrel or something.
Oh no,
Right.
not again.
Rados.
I'll crouch down a little.
Guys, listen to this. It's so weird.
I excuse me.
A squirrel sort of starts hopping out a little bit.
Hello.
Jay, what are you doing?
Shh,
What?
Watch it.
Do we know each other?
No, that was your brother.
Yeah. I say shh, 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 shh. Watch.
What?
Hello. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions.
What?
D- I was wondering if I could ask you some questions. Do you live here?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no, the squirrels here are stupid.
Some of the some of the land has been rotting, I
Yeah, I
guess.
know. Look at it.
Did you see anything? Do you know what could have been doing it?
Get up.
I haven't seen anything. I wasn't here.
Okay. We're trying to find who did it. You're sure you didn't see anything? Or do you know any friends who maybe saw anything?
Oh, yeah. Runs away.
Hey,
After
okay.
about a minute, another squirrel is accompanying this squirrel.
Oh my gosh. There's another
And
one.
they talk. And then the two of them run away. And then they come back with two more squirrels. And one of them comes up to you. Yeah, I saw a big green cloud.
Big green cloud?
Big green cloud.
Uh, a big green cloud. I was gonna ask what it looked like, but a big green cloud. You mean?
Yeah, it was green and big.
And what did it do? Did it just?
Well, everything was normal, and then I came. You guys see one of the squirrels stand up and then like put his hands up in the air and then like slam his thighs or whatever.
And did the cloud rain, or did it? What did it do?
Or just suddenly it was there.
Then, how did it do that to the land and the animals?
The squirrels shrug.
Okay. It just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah, it came from up.
Came from up. Dimple might have been onto something. Well, okay. Thank you for your help. I'll pass the message on. We're trying to find who did it. You didn't see anyone, did you? Just to be sure.
One of the other ones sort of pipes up. Maybe ask a bird.
Bird? Okay, that's a good idea. Are there any birds here? Do you have bird friends?
They just sort of like look between each other. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Holy shit.
And, they saw a big green cloud. I'll tell the group.
A big green cloud?
Yeah, and it just appeared out of nowhere.
Does that ring a bell for me?
Does it ring a bell
Roll.
for me?
Nature check.
Nature check. Nature. I've never done nature.
Do
Mm.
you
Can I roll it?
believe in
Yeah, both you can.
Nature.
25 for a nat 20.
Ah,
Nice.
okay, I'll wait for Dearest.
That's a what is that? Oh, that's a big 8.
Solid. So for Dimble, that sounds exactly like the poison breath of a green dragon.
Oh shit! Oh,
Fuck!
It's the dragon from guys. I think the green cloud they describe is probably the breath of a green dragon, which we know there is a green dragon in Thunder Tree.
Thunder tree.
oh,
So we found our culprit.
But they didn't see any dragons.
a month or so ago.
The canopy is thick enough that they probably wouldn't have seen it.
Oh.
I think we should try to get there as soon as possible. Unless this will keep happening to the land, to your parents, and to all the
Yeah,
animals around.
it's really close to home.
Yeah, we don't want the dragon to pass by your house and
No,
Rob did say it's once every week or so, so
we should hurry.
we should hurry. Unless we want to run into it on the way.
How far away is Thunder Tree again?
a day, I think.
Well, from where you are, if you cross the river efficiently, half a day.
Hold back the river, hold back.
Hold back.
We could go there.
We want to do this?
I,
I look
sh-
at Serena and Jay.
I shake Jack. We should do this. We should do this now.
Hey, okay. I mean, I agree. We should go. Um, let me say goodbye to my parents.
Yes.
And then we should probably go. Do we go right now? What time of the day is it?
Oh, it's like mid-afternoon, like 4.
Okay, we'd still have a little bit of light.
Does a dragon have night vision? Dark vision, not night vision.
Nature check of 25.
Yeah, I'm gonna abuse that nature check for now, you know.
I don't think so.
By the way, I do still have a morning star, so I can always make light whenever we need it.
Oh yeah, right.
They do have dark vision, sorry.
Not morning
it's
star,
J-
Lightbringer, my bad.
Lightbringer.
It's a Jay's armor, right? That has like resistance against dragon breath. I
Dragon,
think.
yeah, I do.
Cool.
Cool.
I'm not sure if
Ooh.
it's resistance though. Need to double check.
Resistance or something.
It's something. Yeah.
Advantage on saving throws.
Okay.
I think we should go for it.
I look at Rob. Ever
It's
fought a
one of
dragon?
them.
I can't come with you.
No.
No, I gotta stay here.
All right.
I still have a job to do. Unless, Jay, do you want to...
Mm, you're good. Yeah.
I wanna like tap Rob on the shoulder and say, "It's really nice you're looking after your folks."
I mean, one of us had to.
Wow.
Excuse me, I was here while you
Hey.
were gone.
Yeah, and then it was my turn.
Yeah.
Correct?
would've
Let's
come to find you at
just
some
head
point.
inside for now.
Do.
Awkward tension, sibling rivalry.
Hey, Rob, we'll solve the problem that you couldn't solve. I'm just kidding. I'm joking with you.
I'm joking, brother.
Yo, bro, I'm joking. He's gonna smack me.
Nah, he's good.
Okay, we're going inside.
Rules for
All right.
goodness.
I'm
Wait, we're
like,
going inside?
wait, what?
Resistance.
Yes, wait. What was Jay's mom's name?
Alana.
Alana.
Yeah.
Alana.
Mrs. Alana, Mr. Owen. We figured out what was happening. And I pushed Jay.
You hear sort of a grunt from inside. Oh yeah, what was it?
You wouldn't believe it.
We suspect it's a dragon. A green dragon. And,
No, not the one from Thunder Tree.
yeah.
You think come this far out?
This is old news.
Dimple assured us it was the workings of a dragon's breath, so.
Yeah, well, dang. Well,
Hey.
Rob, I guess you should have studied up on dragons, huh?
Oh.
Oh, wow, this family is fucking hardcore.
Savage.
Savage as fuck. Oh.
God, Rob, get a better nature check for God's sake.
Yeah. Failed one roll. His fucking parents disappointed for the rest of his life. Damn.
Hey, fine, we'll go deal with it.
We'll figure it out.
Thank you so much for the hospitality. We'll try to do
Well-
whatever we can to fix this.
Well, your mom pipes up. Well, why don't you just why don't you just ask the Lord's Alliance to handle it?
Believe me, if we ask the Lord's Alliance, it will take longer and possibly it won't be resolved.
And
No
wait until
offense.
the dragon makes its way here, like Dimple said.
Well, if you do,
I'll be fine.
I put my hand on Jay's shoulder and I look at her mom and say, "You've raised a very capable daughter. She's saved our ass a lot of times." Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I didn't mean to swear in your house.
okay. Well, my Janie's always found a way to come out at the other end of things. So, and I'm sure if she's placed her trust in you, then you're trustworthy enough to see her to the other side.
Don't
But
worry,
you come
madam.
straight back here once you're done, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll check in. And I'll reach out and hug Mom.
And be careful, okay? Hugs you.
I'll try and be careful.
Hey, she said, should we try?
Your dad just sort of like was sitting up, but he sort of lies back down on the couch. Give him hell, kiddo.
Oh, sure will, Dad. All right, we should get going then, probably.
Dapti dapti
Yes.
dapti doo.
Yep.
Yep.
You bid your
Go.
farewells, and you head
Button.
straight towards what?
Bye, Button.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
button.
Oh, you didn't want to speak with animals with a button?
Oh, but it's just got like the hardcore Boston accent for no reason.
What you doing, lad? Be careful. No.
We
Thank you.
proceed.
We go.
We go.
Yep. So you head out
Zoom.
straight towards Thunder Tree.
Oh. Shoot.
Shit.
And so before long, within 3 hours, you get to the relatively wide river that is the Neverwinter River. You
Oh.
found a wider part where the stream isn't as
Rough.
quick or turbulent, fast.
Yeah. Big.
But there are no bridges here, so you'll have to sort of wade/swim across.
Okay.
How deep is it?
Pretty deep. It's a large volume of water that travels from the mountains down to the Neverwinter Woods.
Is that like
Would I-
5 feet or 10 feet or?
It ranging probably definitely more than 10 feet at some points. You can't really see further.
How far are we crossing? Like, how wide?
Yeah, so it's the stream itself is about probably 100 to 150 feet.
Would I
Wide.
know a place that's particularly fit to cross from before?
This is a pretty good place to cross, just
Mhm.
purely because like the narrower the stream gets, the faster the current goes.
Okay.
Would it be doable for us to just normally swim, but Serena could try to give everyone one by one a little boost
So the
with the
issue,
water?
you could do that. The issue, like, it's fine to swim. The issue is one plate mill. Plate mill
Which
will
will
sink into
sink.
the water.
Mm.
I could take it off and just wade through and then put it back on the other side. Bag of holding.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We could
Okay.
do that.
Would it fit in a bag of holding though?
In
I believe
pieces,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you leave the
Okay.
smaller pieces and then the large
Clink.
chest piece.
Can I also go in the bag of holding?
Clink.
Yes.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh lord.
Pretty
Strip
small.
ladies.
What?
I think I would
Strip your
I would
armor.
have an issue.
Clink. What?
I'm gonna boost you, don't worry.
Awesome.
I boost you
Boost?
on water. I give
Would that
Boost in water.
would that work?
Wait, so you only want to do it one at a time so you can boost everyone?
Yeah,
Or-
I'll do it one at a time so I can make sure that however they swim, I add some.
Great. Who
Oh,
goes
cool.
first?
Small one
Not
first.
me.
No,
No,
small.
no.
Small. We
I
need the
need
sinker
saving.
of life.
I pushed Dimble into the water.
How wide is this?
Nimble chariot shoves you into the water.
How
Fuck you.
wide is the river?
It's like 120, 130 feet.
How far can a man jump? But not a man.
3 times your strength modifier or strength score.
So I can only jump backwards.
3 times your strength score, not your mod.
Oh,
your
score.
modifier.
So that
Normally,
is-
it would only be your strength score, but because you have your boots of striding and
Yeah,
springing, that
3.
distance is tripled.
So yeah, not far.
Jesus.
No, you're already
But it doesn't
in the
matter
water.
because you're literally already in the water.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll swim.
I give boost. Boom,
Yeah.
boom,
The
boom.
first thing
boom,
you
boom.
notice is that, oh my god, this water is really hot. It's like a jacuzzi.
Hot
Oh.
spring
It's actually really
episode.
nice.
Okay, guys, either there's a hot spring here or the dragon has taken a massive
Roll a history
leak.
check.
Holy shit. Roll.
Oh
The
my
dragon is
god.
peeing.
The dragon piss. I knew it was
11.
Okay.
I rolled
piss. I
a
knew
3.
Serena drank
You,
piss.
you don't remember exactly why, but you do know that the Neverwinter River has always, like, for centuries just been like have had very hot water till like to
Warm.
for a long ass time.
Maybe there's some
To the point
underwater
where the
keys.
entire area actually gets more and more warm as you approach the river, which is why it's called the Neverwinter River.
Oh.
Oh.
Way
Oh
back,
my.
okay, if that's so stupid.
Wait, wait, there's an actual
Neverwinter.
wave in the wave
We
back,
knew it
okay.
was Florida. Oh god. Watch the
What?
tree. Watch the tree burst into lightning. Okay.
Yeah.
Thunderstream.
Leon didn't
Okay,
get that at first.
No, I didn't.
okay,
Alright,
Swim,
okay.
you bastard.
Swim, boom.
I'm swimming.
Next.
Yeah, no, I mean, you swim one at a time. You swim over. It's fine. The current's not that bad when it's this wide. It's actually very, very relaxing, and you feel an urge to just sort of stay a few more minutes. But
No.
yeah, you cross to
No.
the other side. I assume, Serena, you got your little.
I cross the other side, and when I get out, I shake my hair in a very hot way. and then I look straight at Jay, and I make sure I use my magic to warm all of our clothes.
Well, they're warm. They're just wet.
No, like
Wet.
to dry all of our clothes. My bad.
Well, what does that mean? You use your fire elementalism to sort of like to heat dry them,
Yeah.
or
Did
do
she
you
pull
just
the
use your
water
water
out?
elemental power to just remove the water?
Katara it.
Oh, that's cool too.
Yes.
Okay, then I remove water. Oh my god, that's
You have
Katara.
amazing.
removed the
Yes.
water from people's hair and skin and clothes.
Cool.
Jay takes another long swig of her water skin.
I put my chainmail thing back on. My plate mail back on.
Okay,
That's what
we
you
get
do when you're
dressed and we
thirsty.
get ready.
Mhm.
Clink, 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 clink.
Leon's so thirsty. Who knew?
So,
Okay, are we ready?
after another
Yes.
hour, you arrive
Oh,
in
shit.
Thundertree. So, what you see is a conglomeration of buildings, some still solid, some destroyed, reduced to rubble. There is a small little hill in the center with a broken tower atop, like a castle tower atop of it. Um, I could probably give you the map already, I suppose.
Ooh.
There's a map. It's the happiest day of my life.
A mappa.
I can't remember the last map.
Map.
Wave at okay.
Yeah, but that's been so long.
Neverwinter didn't even get a map.
So as
Map.
you approach, I forgot this part of it. There's
Yeah.
actually a wooden sign nailed to a post nearby on the road, on the tracks, that reads, all caps, danger, plant monsters, and zombies. Turn back now.
Let's go, guys.
I tap my Lightbringer and I say, "Don't worry, this one's going to help because it's good against the undead."
Oh yeah.
Right, that is also a thing.
True.
But is
Cool.
it?
It is.
Oh, does radiant damage do extra against undead? Is that a thing?
Ooh.
I remember it did. I remember. Let me read it
Because it
again.
has to be lit up for the radiant damage, I think, right?
This weapon glows bright, blah blah blah. While glowing, blah blah blah. An extra 1d6 radiant damage to undead creatures.
Oh, it's only to
Cool.
undead. Okay.
All right. Chariot will kind of think about something she read in the book that Dimble gave her, and she'll reach down and pat him on the shoulder and cast protection from evil and good.
The fuck does that do?
So, protection. So, protecting
Wait,
it.
wait.
Protected against certain types
Yeah.
of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. Target cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. Ugh.
Okay.
So you have that. Wait, can I send it into the thing?
I'm reading it.
Send
you go.
it.
There you go.
Mhm.
that thing.
And here is your lovely little map.
Thunder tree.
Map.
Let
Oh, there
me
it is.
see that. Mm.
Beautiful.
It only
Is
lasts 10 minutes though, Tekken.
yeah.
Serious.
Yes. Should I do it now or wait a little bit?
You did it already, so
Did I already?
it's fine.
Sure.
Wait,
can
we
guess
were
it again.
okay. We were in the top left. Okay.
Yeah, you came in from the northwest.
Is each square 10 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
Your
Wait,
10
let me
feet.
just. There's it one.
Your 10 feet.
There's this.
It's only 5, according to the measurements.
Oh, that's
Uh-huh.
not good. Because according to this,
This being what? 1 square equals 10 feet. Oh, above. Oh, oh,
That was
oh.
quality.
I fixed it.
You fixed it. It's okay. Now.
That's great.
We can now live on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, you see this westernmost cottage that you walked by on your right, sort of cowering in the shadow of an old tree. You see a bunch of weeds. The adjacent two buildings also are similar. And then to your north, there's you see a weathered signboard. Oops. By the door. This building relatively larger than all the other ones in the area, almost all of them. And the signboard shows the faded image of a workhorse holding a flag and a veil.
Does
Distance.
that sign ring a bell? Or
I think it's relevant somehow. We heard about it.
So Myrna said that her family had an alchemist shop here.
Mhm.
right?
And that there was
Myrna.
a Myrna, and that there was a
Myrna.
yes, the widow. There was a necklace left here somewhere.
The one where her husband got killed by the Red Brands?
Yes.
Yes, I knew that. See,
Yeah,
I
you
knew
did.
it.
Yeah, well done.
Solid.
Empathic little man.
He's not a man.
I am no man. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
What else can we see?
Yeah. So further down, I mean, so there's a. Well, this is what you can see for now. Everything else you can sort of see, like in the distance, whether or not like this building over here in the southwest is still intact. All the other ones. Oh no, wait. There's one down here as well, but most of the other ones are all rubble.
Hmm.
Eh,
And this one is supposed to be an alchemy shop, then, right?
You
I
don't
think
know.
that's an inn. I think that's a tavern. If it's a mug of
Oh.
ale,
Should we just go inside?
should we poke around? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Check out all the buildings.
Do
Oh,
we see tracks of undead anywhere or just tracks in general? Signs
No,
of
actually.
movement? Okay.
do we see a dragon?
Yeah. No.
What?
Just to be sure.
Shoot. Maybe he's
Shall we
out.
just check out the inn?
Sure.
Sure.
Question mark.
I'll put maybe one of us should put their ear up against the door first, just in case there's any undead inside waiting to ambush us.
Serena hands on shoulder. Let's check everything.
Okay, well,
We should-
okay.
We should check everything. Can
Whips
someone?
out the light bringer.
Okay.
Weebs out.
I got this one ready.
Yeah,
So
you
who's
do.
putting their ear up against the door?
I say chariot.
What about
I
Jay?
move my arm. Clink, 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 clink.
I guess I will. Unless
You
Cherry.
press your ear up against the door and you hear nothing.
All right.
Let's go.
There's nothing
I
here.
Oh, God.
push the door.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Push
I'm
the
not
door
going at
open.
first.
Oh, help.
Inside, you see the remains of an inn, like destroyed, almost like decaying sort of like wood and uh, broken, crumbling stone. You also see two corpses in either corner of the room.
Hmm.
Okay.
Are these corpses like old, decayed
Yeah.
completely?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Can we look
Is
around
there
the
anything
stuff?
or
around the bodies that we could loot?
Yeah, sure. So you jog on over and sort of like roll, or well, go ahead and roll. Well, before you roll an investigation check, actually, as you walk inside, the bodies come to life and get up and start to
God.
approach you.
Mhm.
Okay,
Excellent.
Wait, who went in first?
me.
Serena.
Mm.
Serena.
Sanerna. Oh, hello, guys.
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm ready.
So before we jump into combat, let's I would say probably call our session here.
Okay.
Shit.
Uh, awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so next time we start writing.
We're jumping in, yeah.
Jumping
Ooh,
into it.
we like that shit.
I guess we'll do some shout
That's
outs
fun.
and then we'll be on our way.
Yep.
Cool.
I guess.
Yep.
Awesome.
My name's Leon. I have been your dungeon master. Didn't kill anyone this time. It's a personal record. Um,
Star.
I go by I go by Ultrasoft on the interwebs. That's Ultrasoft, but the L is a one. Um, shit, I forget who's on my right. Penny, shout yourself out.
Mhm. Hey everyone, I'm Spice Extra Salty. You can find me on Twitch, on Insta, and on TikTok recently. I play Jay Bellwood, your human ranger, and I hope you enjoyed the session tonight. It was fun. It was a good time.
Dick Doc. It's a doctor for that's a urologist.
Oh,
Uh, Elias, shout yourself out.
Hi, I'm Elias CPL Wonk on the interwebs. I play Dimble, your gnome wizard. And I don't really stream at all. Once every 17 months, something like that. And I like the session, a lot of role playing today. It's a bit different than a lot of combat usually, but I liked it.
Thank you. I will take that compliment and run to the bank with it. My dearest divine, shout
hello.
yourself out.
My name is Dearest. I'm a variety streamer and artist writer person, and I play your tiefling mama fighter chariot. And um, if you go follow my dearest divine on TikTok, you can see a bunch of fun edits and highlights of our D&D sessions, and I love doing them very much, and I love playing this game very much. Thank you very much for having me. Big kisses. Good night.
And pick up the voxophone.
She.
Oh, that's me.
Oh.
Okay, so
Perfect.
thank you everyone for being here. I love playing D&D, and this is my first ever campaign. I really love it, and it's mainly because of all these people being very awesome and easy to be around and work together with. So I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves.